Pass rolling to his right. They throw it. The in route to Tanner Steck. Makes the catch. Steck dives for the pylon. Touchdown!
Up by the Nuggets and an attack. That'll go for a kill from Anasteer.
Lamar looks for a block, makes a man miss at the 5. End zone touchdown. Swirls. Sets up middle. Jensen for the exclamation point kill.
30, the 20, the 15, the 10, and an 85-yard touchdown run for Landon Olsen.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome into Castleton, the Central Cass School for Homecoming Week 2023. The Central Cass Squirrels welcome in the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, a matchup of North Dakota Class A 11-man Region 1 football here today on yourliveevent.com. This is your Irie Insurance pregame show for all your insurance needs. Visit with your local agents at Irie Insurance, online irieins.com. The Central Cass Squirrels, they've won 4 straight after a season opening loss to Kindred, coming back in those 4 games, just allowing a total of 13 points, or 6 points in those wins. They are 4-1. Hillsboro-Central Valley coming off a loss last week to Oaks, a 21-0 shutout win. They're looking to get the offense in gear, get going here today as they come in with a 2-3 overall record. It's the Central Cass Squirrels hosting the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. This is yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
Welcome to a better banking experience with First State Bank. Locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, First State Bank is here for you. Locally owned for over 120 years, we know you and the area. Banking for today with savings, checking, and loan services for business, personal, or agriculture. And helping to guide you to tomorrow with wealth management and insurance services. Today, tomorrow, together. First State Bank. Stop into our locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, or visit online firststatebanks.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
This is the Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Myself, Jake Berkmeyer, along with Joel Antol on the sideline, and we got Jake Watroba with the camera work here as well, too. 2 Jakes and a Joel. It's a 3J broadcast here today as we go down to another J, Pastor Joe Johnson, down in the field with Joel with our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews.
Well, thank you, Jake. Coach, We can talk about last week's game, but in the midst of last week's struggles, you guys hit a little bit of diversity here this week, late in the week in preparation. Want to talk a little bit about what you guys had to do here and how your team has responded so far?
Yeah, you know, one of the things that we've talked a lot about on our football team is facing adversity, and when we do, how are we going to respond to it? And in the game of football, that happens in a lot of ways, and it happens all the time. And how are we going to respond to it? This was a particularly tough week for us in practice between illness and injury. We have 5 key players that are out tonight, including one that broke his collarbone, and that's our senior and captain, Dylan Mitzel. Of course, has been our starting quarterback and a great free safety. And unfortunately, he's out for the year. And we're disappointed for Dylan, and obviously that's a hard hit to our football team as well. Also, a senior in Tom Onus broke a bone in his hand, who's been a key player as well, and a senior. We also have another senior, Cody Rage, who is probably our hardest hitter on defense and a great receiver on offense, who's in concussion protocol. And then our backup quarterback got sick yesterday, and has actually been sick all week and won't be available until Monday. And then we have Christian Brist, who's also a senior and a key player, who's dual sporting and is at cross country, which we knew before this season started that we wouldn't have him on tonight. But it turned out to be a night that is a tough one. With all of that said, that's a part of the game of football. Is every team deals with injury and illness at some point in the season and in different ways. We actually feel good about giving the opportunity to some guys who have been working for it. We're going to have Archer Kritzberger starting at quarterback tonight. He's played quarterback his whole life. He's ready for this. He's been prepared. He's been working with the first group all year, and here he gets an opportunity to run that offense. The other positions, same thing. Our positions that we had depth at, and we feel good about our guys that are responding and stepping up and have an opportunity to compete tonight.
I know your focus this week has been pride. Guys have been here. We're now 6 weeks into this season. We're well on our way. These guys take pride in being Burros. How much has that showed in their response?
Well, it's great. In fact, I can't say enough good things about this team. It's a great group of guys, and I know in sports we put a huge emphasis on wins and losses, and we do too. We do everything we can to win football games, but the record doesn't actually tell the whole story of this football team, and they've responded really well. And just like you said, the seniors pick a value every week, and this week it's pride, and we see it in the way that they're supporting the guys who are sick and injured, the way they support Christian when he goes to run in cross country. They're supporting each other, and when we have a new guy in a new position, they're doing everything they can to help their teammates succeed.
Let's talk a little bit about the Squirrels team. Their defense has been there since week 1 this season. 6 points over the last 4 games. Their offense is really trying to figure things out. What are some keys for you guys here tonight in Castleton?
Yeah, obviously being able to get first downs and move the ball, to establish some sustained drives, we need to do. The other thing that we've been lacking a little bit are some big play opportunities. And so when you play a good team, you got to have a few turnovers. We need to win the turnover battle tonight. Getting stops on defense, they have a dual threat quarterback, a really good receiver that lines up in a bunch of different positions. They're a high octane offense, and like you say, they play tough defense, and just like always, got to block and tackle.
All right, Coach, thanks for joining us here. Good luck.
Thanks, Joel.
All right, back to you, Jake.
Thank you, Joel. That's our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Online, dhbanknd.com, with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Stick around. More to come on your pregame show from Irie Insurance. This is yourliveevent.com. Central Cast on homecoming hosts Hillsboro-Central Valley.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neelsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro-Central Valley students. It's the Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club.
Central Cass Squirrels hosting the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. This is the IRA Insurance pregame show. Back down to the field. Joel Antol with the pregame interviews. Head coach Tommy Butler for the Central Cass Squirrels.
Thanks. We are down here with Tommy Butler, coach. First off, homecoming here tonight. The atmosphere great. You always have good home games, but there's always something special about homecoming.
Yeah, our kids are excited about it. I mean, atmosphere, like you said, is crazy. I think the guys are, the whole community is kind of riding high with what we've been doing lately. So I know they're excited for a good game. I know we're freaking pumped to get after these guys tonight.
You guys go out to Mayport last week. You get the win. You give up 6 points. The first points you've given up in 3 games leading into that. What worked well for you guys last week?
I think coming out fast right away offensively was big. We blew an assignment on the touchdown. So credit to them on executing on that. But, I thought our guys came right back, though. We didn't flinch from that. We didn't panic and freak out. I thought the guys just continued to battle. I thought defensively we did a really nice job after that. I think we held them like 20 yards rushing. So our guys were locked in after that. We just got to make sure that we score in the red zone. That's kind of been our big thing this week is when we get our opportunities down in the red zone, we got to capitalize and finish.
You guys could put yourself in the driver's seat here with the win tonight to lock up that number 2 seed. Obviously, a lot of things could happen, but you guys know how important seeding is comes playoffs, especially that run last year. How much of a discussion have you had about that?
None. We're just worried about what we do. We're worried about us getting better every week, and again, I think our kids have continuously done that. So we'll worry about the playoffs once they finally get here. But yeah, we're just focused on what we do and getting better every week.
Hillsboro obviously has been a successful program. A few things have been different this year with graduation, new coach, but they're battling some injuries this week. But a program of tradition, winning, they know how to play football. You know that they've had their injuries coming into this game. How do you guys stay focused past that and know that they're a darn good football team? Yeah, exactly what you just said. I mean, we know they're a good team. They're going to put out a good product out there. So our guys are ready to execute. Again, I think when our focus though is on us, to us it's just another opponent for us. But we have to execute at a high level. If we don't, we'll get beat. But we're focused on what we do, and I'm excited to watch these guys perform tonight. All right, Coach. Thanks for being with us here. Good luck. I appreciate it. Go Squirrels. All right, back to you, Jake.
Coach Tommy Butler with our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. dhbanknd.com, the website. Central Cass Squirrels at 4-1, celebrating homecoming as they host Hillsboro-Central Valley at 2-3 overall. Squirrels off of 4 straight wins. The Burros here have lost 3 of their last 4 on the season. We'll talk more about the matchup when we come back. More of your IRA Insurance pregame show coming up on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley schools are glad to have students and staff back in the classroom and in activities. If you have questions in regards to the activity schedule for either school, the Burrows want you to visit hillsboroK12.com or centralvalleynd.com and click on the HCV Athletics tab. The schedules and calendars are posted each day too. The school websites in Hillsboro and Central Valley are valuable resources for the community. Visit them often for updated information, daily announcements, contact info. It's all on the school website for the Hillsboro and Central Valley school districts.
Halstead Living Center Auxiliary invites you to join them for a potato dumpling dinner Wednesday, September 27th. The dinner will be served from 5 to 7 p.m. at the LRC in Halstead. The cost for the meal is $15 for adults, $7 for ages 12 and under. Individual dumplings are available for a cost of $4 each. Takeout dinners will be available. Enjoy a great potato dumpling meal and visit with your neighbors and friends during the Halstead Living Center Potato Dumpling Dinner Wednesday, September 27th, served from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Halstead LRC.
This is the IRA Insurance pregame show with Central Cass and Hillsboro Central Valley ready to do battle here tonight in Castleton, home of the Squirrels, as they have homecoming week as well. Central Cass at 4-1, Hillsboro Central Valley at 2-3. Let's take a look at some of the other games around the state here today. Let's look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales. Early start today, 3:30 start time, and Harvey Wells County has picked up a victory over Grafton, 42-13. Yes, Velva, Garrison, Drake, Animus, and a game that was supposed to start at 6 o'clock here, 46 minutes in. They already lead 34-0 over Kenmare, Bowbells, Burke Central. Southern McLean Kildare tied at 6 as they start the fourth quarter, according to what I see here in that game at Washburn. Other games in the area, Langdon area, Edmore Munich is going to Park River. Battle of top fives is Dickinson Trinity and Shiloh Christian match up. Cavalier takes on Rugby. It is EEK, the opponent for both the Squirrels and the Burrows in their next game, because the Squirrels have a bye next week, and then they'll play EEK after that while the Burrows host EEK next week. So the Thunder taking on Oak Grove there in Ellendale. Also, Oaks and Kindred, a big matchup there for the Oaks Tornadoes, trying to battle for playoff positioning there as they take on number 2 ranked Kindred at Oaks. Northern Cass and Mayport CG battle at the Palace on the Prairie. Thompson and Bottineau face off Lisbon and Carrington. Another couple matchups here in Class 11A football here tonight. With your out-of-town scoreboard from Tim Kazette Seed Sales, 701-430-0877. This is the IRA Insurance pregame show. Central Cass hosting Hillsboro Central Valley on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mother Nature can strike at any time, and Irie Insurance is here to help. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
Home insurance, auto insurance, crop insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Go to IRIeinsurance.com to get a free quote.
At Ironhide, we like to have our sales guys cater to the owners of the businesses or the customers that they're trying to help out to actually find a solution to their problem. We understand that customers have a job to do, and we strive to keep that job going without interruption.
We've invested so heavily in this facility, but bigger than that, in the people.
Don't just watch today's game, immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing. So you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with low monthly no-interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount.
YourLiveEvent.com bringing you your Irie Insurance pregame show. Central Cass and Hillsboro-Central Valley as we look at the matchup. And, both teams here 5 games into the year. Game number 6 for them. And you get to the stage and you're hoping that you have some answers about the long-term prognosis of the team. But I think we still got some questions out there for both teams. Joel, you talked with the coaches. Let's start with the home team, the Central Cass Squirrels and their head coach, Tommy Butler. What's some things here that they're looking for answers at here tonight?
I think what they're looking for here right now is consistency. How consistent can we stay on our defense? I mean, that's been the hallmark of their season. You're 6 points over the last 4 games. How consistently can we do that? How much can we do that for 4 quarters? They talked about the 6 points they gave up against Mayport last week was on one blown assignment on a play. And he said hats off to the Patriots for seeing that missed coverage and that missed assignment and scoring that touchdown. But they want 4 quarters of sustained, consistent play both on offense and defense, because this is a team that was at the Dome last year that was feet away from a state championship. So they know how much consistency is going to be important to finish off this season and put them in a good spot in the playoff run. And I think distractions. They're very happy with the crowds they get here. Obviously, it's homecoming. You remember what homecoming was like in high school. I remember what homecoming was like. How much can we minimize those distractions of homecoming, knowing about the injuries that the Burros have had, and just play consistent squirrel football and go on a run to end the season? That's the question that they're going to try to answer tonight.
On the other side of the field for Hillsboro-Central Valley, you kind of touched on it there with some late week injuries for them that, they're going to have guys step up.
Yeah, and the question that gets answered is how much have guys put in their work and how much have they bought into their system and they understand their schemes and what they have to do? Because that cliche, and it's a cliche for a reason, next man up. All these guys were 6 weeks into the season, 6 weeks game-wise, practice-wise, all of that. We're much further into it. Is how much of these guys waiting in the wings for their chance to start and play? How much have they bought into the system and how much are going to overcome that adversity? And talking about noise and distraction, how much are they going to look past their internal distraction of we're losing these players, these key players, these big guys? How much are they going to look past that and overcome and kind of dig down? They talked about pride. How much are they going to have that pride coming in here on the field and figure out a way to win this game?
There's your questions, the answers we look for. Remember, when you have questions with your insurance, contact your Trail County agents with answers. Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Nick Preston in Mayville with Nodak Insurance Company. Your agents with answers, give them a call, 701-636-5285. Here as we continue on with our pregame show ahead of our opening kick between Central Cass and Hillsboro-Central Valley on YourLiveEvent.com.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro.
Come join our team at Dakota Packers in Buxton. Positions available include potato stackers, potato graders, and forklift driver. Seasonal, approximately September through May, and generally from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. You get paid holidays and paid vacation, paid every 2 weeks. Up to $18 per hour depending on position. Call Carissa 701-847-2200 or find them on the website, dakotapackers.com. Come join our team at Dakota Packers in Buxton.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
IRE Insurance pregame show for all your insurance needs. Contact your local agents with IRE Insurance. Find the agent nearest you online. Go to the website ireins.com for your trusted personal business and farm insurance provider, reminding you to be on the lookout for farm machinery on the roadways or coming into or out of the field throughout the harvest season. Again, remember to visit IRE Insurance online at ireins.com. Homecoming 2023 for the Central Cass Squirrels. Their opponent, Hillsboro-Central Valley. The Squirrels trying to make it 5 straight here on the season and trying to come back. Last time that these two teams faced was the postseason back in 2021. A win for the Burros in that one. The Burros have won 4 of the 6 all-times meeting between the two, but the Squirrels hoping for a different outcome on homecoming here tonight. We'll come back with your opening kick and your starting lineups next on yourliveevent.com.
Insurance answers should come easily from local agents you know and trust. Someone down the road, not across the country. From Watford City to downtown Fargo, Nodak Insurance agents know the protection you need. From the Peace Garden to the geographical center of North America. We're focused on North Dakota's farms, ranches, small towns, and cities, so the answers are right in front of you. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Central Cass and Hillsboro-Central Valley. Let's look at our starting lineups ahead of our opening kickoff here tonight. Your starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. For the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, let's look at their starting defense. At defensive end will be number 17, the senior Bowden Allen. Right next to him, the senior number 54, James Fortman at the defensive tackle. On the other defensive tackle spot, we see sophomore number 75, Jack Madsen, junior number 47, Ben McRitchie at the opposite side defensive end. Linebacking crew of seniors number 34, Landon Olson, and will be senior number 44, Caden Kazette, sophomore number 21, Braden Chenault, as the 3 backers. Cornerbacks will be number 20, Kaysen Buckles, and number 26, Ty Mueller. Safeties tonight will be number 7, the senior, Kyle Halfley at the free safety, number 5, Wyatt Johnson, the junior, at the strong safety for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Defensively, they come in giving up 335 yards per game, 175 on the ground, 160 through the air, 11 takeaways on the season. They are +2 as a team. They've allowed 79 first downs, including 18 last week to Oaks when the defense was on the field for a total of 66 snaps compared to just 37 for the Burro offense last week. Burro defense is allowing 4.7 yards per rush, 13.35 yards per catch, and 5.74 yards per overall play on the field for an average of 58.4 snaps a game. Now for the Central Cass Squirrels here with your American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups. Let's look at the offense. On the offensive line, the junior left tackle number 55, Brady Plants. Junior left guard number 4, Colson Stahl here, and number 50. Had him as number 4 in my lineup, but he's wearing number 50. There, it will be number 64, Braden Klein at the pivot spot. Senior number 51, Tyler Cruchet at the right guard, and right tackle is sophomore number 75, Aiden Wunderlich for Central Cass. In the backfield will be number 22, the junior running back, Drew Erbach. Wide receivers will be number 5, Chase Bachmeyer, the senior, along with number 3, Peyton Lamar. Juniors, number 14, Jake Thompson, and number 13, Anthony Garman. And the quarterback will be the senior, number 18, Braden Mitchell, for the Central Cass Squirrels. Squirrels come in offense with 1,448 total yards that they've gathered. That's 289 on the average per game, 112 rushing, 176 passing. They do have 8 turnovers on the year, 7 of them with the interceptions. They've given up 9 sacks on offense. Average 4.27 yards per rush, 9.31 yards per catch, a total of 5.28 yards per play on 54.8 snaps per game on offense. Conversion-wise, they convert third down at a 45% rate and a 38.46% clip on fourth down here on the season. Squirrels come in at 4-1. It's homecoming for them, and we're ready to get this going. That's your starting lineups again from American Crystal Sugar Company. You can live the sweet life with American Crystal Sugar. Great careers, quality products, they're grower-owned. Find out more, including career opportunities, online at crystalsugar.com. Thanks once again for joining us here today as Jake Watroba running the camera, Joel Morgan running the sideline there, popping in and out literally there, and myself, Jake Berkmeyer, with the play-by-play call up here in the box. We appreciate you joining us on yourliveevent.com. Thanks as well to all the sponsors that you'll see here throughout our broadcast coverage. We ask whenever possible, please tell them thank you, as they're the ones that make it possible for us to be here with our coverage. Central Cass, Chase Bachmeyer, Peyton Lamar going back deep to receive. Bowden Allen has it teed up for Hillsboro-Central Valley, kicking from right to left as you see it on your screen. And to steal a phrase, bing, bang, boom, here we go as the opening kickoff is off. Bowden Allen's kick will go back here, picked up at the 9-yard line. Brought up the left side by Lamar, looking to get on the outside edge. He'll cross the 25 up here, shy of the 32, about the 28 on that far sideline where they force him out to start the first drive of the game.
Yeah, and that was just a nice job. They kept the pressure up front, did the burrows, and, Lamar's got some speed. He can be shifty, and they just closed out the blocking, didn't give him a lot of room to work with, and just a nice job keeping that pressure going.
Plant, Stahl, Klein, Cruchet, Wunderlich on the offensive line. They come out as the Squirrels go with 4 wide receivers. Lamar and Bachmeyer out wide left side. Here with Mitchell in the shotgun set, takes the pass, runs the screen out, bobbled, but then held on to, and able to collect it, dive forward, pick up a gain of about 5.
Yeah, and that pass was not played cleanly by Bachmeyer. He kind of bobbled it a little bit, and that threw off the rhythm and the timing of the blocks up front. Him not catching it cleanly prevented him from maybe picking up a couple extra yards there, but still a good 5-yard pickup for the Squirrels nonetheless.
2nd and 5, stick with the 4 wide set. Quarterback Mitchell slaps the hands together, says give me the ball. He's going to run it off the left side, finds a hole, dances here, tries to go sideways at the 38, right around the first down marker. Official's going to say he's got it by about half yard, first down for the Squirrels.
And that's what Coach Johnson was talking about in the pregame, is when you have a quarterback like Mitchell, he's a dual threat. He can run when he wants to and run very well. He can pass when he needs to and when he wants to. And you see a 4-receiver set, Jake, you're kind of getting ready for a deep play downfield, and he'll just bang it up here and get that first down.
Spread formation once again, 4 wide from the left hash mark. Mitchell takes a snap, looks to run a quick pass out. Miscommunication there as receivers were blocking, incomplete pass, 2nd down.
Yeah, and you wonder how much they're trying to get a rhythm going here, trying to rush that play, and that's why they just weren't on the same page.
Cole Holzer comes in as a receiver. He looks right. No, he's going to head over to the left side of the formation now for the Squirrels. 2nd and 10. 10:50 to go, first quarter. Your Bank North scoreboard scoreless here as we have our first drive of the game. Braden Mitchell calls for the snap, low snap, hands off in the backfield, stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Landon Olson there along with, looked like Ben McRitchie at the defensive end to bring him down.
Yeah, and they just stacked the box. They brought their linebackers in, brought some pressure, really just dropping one back on coverage, anticipating that run, and a good job thinking one step ahead for the Burros.
No gain for Urbach, so 3rd and 10 for Central Cass from the left hash mark. Mitchell in the shotgun set, 2 receivers each way in the spread formation. Back to pass, looking, pressure comes, he'll step up in the pocket, little jump throw over the middle, it's caught! Caught across the 50 to the 48. Peyton Lamar tries to make one-man miss, gets up to the 45, down to the 44, and a first down on 3rd down for the Squirrels.
Yeah, the Burros bringing everything they wanted on the Squirrels, and just some patience right there for Mitchell, and a nice kind of Derek Jeter jump throw over there to find the open receiver.
Lamar with a 16-yard catch brings up first down, right hash mark. Mitchell will be in the shotgun set here as he sends 1 receiver out left, 2 to the right. Running back Urbach is on the right side to give it to him off the left tackle, trying to stretch it out to the far sideline, across the 40 down to the 39-yard line. Picking up 5 yards on his second carry of the game.
Yeah, and Allen was in good position for the Burros to try to make that play, try to get that tackle. He was trying to wrap around the hips, and he couldn't. There was just Urbach just kept moving and avoided being brought down, and that's what squeezed out those extra couple yards there at the end of the play, Jake.
Bachmeyer and Lamar go wide left side of the formation. Thompson comes wide right side. Urbach flips over to the left side of Mitchell in the backfield. Tight end comes in on the right side. Here for the wide receiver screen out to the perimeter, caught by Bachmeyer, and he'll again dive forward right near the sticks, gain of about 4.5.
A lot of patience on the defense right there for the Burros. They came in, they stacked the box like they were going to blitz. They know about their ability to get the ball out to the flat, and just patience on that play and waiting. I think it was Johnson out there on that tackle, just waiting for that ball to get to the receiver.
As they mark the ball at the 35, got to get an extra yard here down to the 34. In the shotgun set, Braden Mitchell, senior quarterback for the Squirrels. Takes a snap, hands off, give it to Urbach, running right side, gets it past the first down, more spun down into the 24-yard line. Time where he's finally brought down by Halfley.
And this has been the hallmark to what the Squirrels have had success, how they've gotten their success lately over these past few weeks. It's been quick starts. It's been controlling the time right now. This is a nice long drive to start the game, and the Burros need to make some adjustments here and stop this momentum.
Gil Pearson goes in, slot left side. Mitchell looks left, goes back right, throws incomplete. Split the difference between Lamar and Bachmeyer, neither of them with the chance to haul it in.
Yeah, and that's just a situation. The Burros brought a lot of pressure on him, and Mitchell just kind of threw to that zone where he knew his receivers' routes were going to kind of collide, and the play got rushed. A nice job by the defense.
Second down and 10. Ball at the 25-yard line, just inside the right hash mark. Mitchell will bring in right side of him in the backfield, Isaac Wisniewski as a running back. They'll fake to give to him. Mitchell will keep it himself up the middle on the draw, makes one man miss, and then caught from behind. Had a stop start, and that allowed Landon Olson to grab him and bring him down after a gain of 5. 6 yards, they mark him forward.
Yeah, and if you start seeing how deep this drive is going, you're into the red zone here right now. I think it took the Squirrels about 2 or 3 plays to get into that plus territory right now. The Burros are just hoping that this is going to end on 3 here and get the ball back and get their offense rolling.
2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Wisniewski to the right side of Mitchell in the shotgun set. Here on 3rd and 2. They'll run the receiver screen out to Bachmeyer on the right side. Lamar gets a block. Bachmeyer down for the first down and more to the 5-yard line. Gain of 12 on that quick hitter.
And this is just the passing portion of the game for the Squirrels on this drive has been left side of the field, left side of the field, left side of the field, and that's kind of where they felt the pressure was coming from the defense, and they swing it out over right side and put themselves here now at a 1st and goal, 5 yards away from a 6-0 lead.
On the right hash mark, 2 receivers left, Twins up to the right side as well. Mitchell takes a snap, looks to pass again. That quick rise receiver screen. This time, though, Buckles able to get by the block and wrap up Bachmeyer for a loss on the play, loss of about 1.
Again, that's just good position defense by the Burros. They know about the variety that the Squirrels can bring in this close to the end zone, and guys just stayed in their position, kept their assignments, and it cost the Squirrels a yard.
2nd and goal from the 6. Mitchell calling for the play in, now gets it in. They break the huddle, 15 on the play clock. In the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 2 left. Here's the give to Urbach, dancing left side, tries to cut back into the end zone. Touchdown, Drew Urbach from 6 yards out. Stay a little outside zone there, ducked inside behind his lead blocker, and Urbach gets in for 6 yards and a score.
The little things go so far in athletics and in competition, and Mitchell selling that throw over to the right side gave that little extra opening. You know, the line did a good job, but it gave that little extra opening because it made the defense second guess just enough to get those 6 points.
Squirrels will come out to kick the extra point. Here is Carter Verkota, the senior, on to kick it. Waits a snap, the hold down, the kick is up, and the kick is good as Verkota now 10 of 11 on PATs on the season, makes it a 7-0 lead for the Central Cass Squirrels over the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. Your Bank North scoreboard, ibanknorth.com. We're back after this on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro or Drayton, North Dakota, or visit planterdoc.com.
Shortly now, I'm going to be transitioning into a tool engineering position. With that, comes new training. Degelman has provided all the training necessary to help me succeed. You can make top dollar if you utilize your time properly and you're efficient in what you do.
You can't beat the pay. It's 4 days a week, and it's awesome to have a 3-day weekend.
Well, they speed it up during the break to go with the early kickoff there, and they kick it deep. It's received by the Burros at the 10-yard line. Brought up, fumbled on the hit, recovered by the Squirrels at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, and that's the quick start that the Squirrels have been getting out to these last few weeks. You go back to the game, the last home game they played here against Lisbon. You have a pick six, 2 plays into the game. You do an early onside kick, all of a sudden you're up 14-0, and right now they're trying to put themselves and set that tone early.
So the Squirrels have just capped off a 13-play, 72-yard drive with a touchdown. This time they'll start Hillsboro territory at the 22-yard line. Mitchell again with the wide receiver screen out to Bachmar on the right side, trying to make one man miss. Buckles wraps him up around the hip area and able to get him down after a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, they've just been rolling out 4 receivers, and they've been lining up in just a couple of similar formations. You feel like it's a same offensive look, but with the weapons that they have, they're able to put so much variety into that. They did that on the scoring drive and getting that going here.
The frequency that they've gone with the wide receiver screen, it just feels like there's a pump and go coming somewhere in that playbook. Here's a fake to give to the running back. Mitchell going to keep it himself up the middle, lowers the shoulder into the end zone. Touchdown, Braden Mitchell.
Mitchell's got some size, he's got the speed, and he just put the boom down right there about the 3-yard line and willed himself into the end zone.
6:40 to go here in this first quarter, and after the turnover, the Squirrels cash in a Braden Mitchell 16-yard touchdown run. And on again to kick the extra point is Verkota, trying to extend this lead out by an extra digit. On the hold is Iker Rush. Snap, hold, and the kick is good. PAT once again goes through on your Bank North scoreboard. Central Cass leads over Hillsboro-Central Valley 14-0.
The Hillsboro Stars and Stripes program shares a huge thank you to the businesses and individuals that subscribe to the Stars and Stripes project. Your generosity in purchasing over 600 subscriptions will help nearly $20,000 go back into the community. Additional thanks go to the many individuals that help put the flags out. This project continues each year, so please like and follow the Hillsboro Stars and Stripes Facebook page to be updated on plans for next year.
Central Cass with a long touchdown drive and a short touchdown drive with a Borough turnover sandwiched in between. 14-0 is the lead as Carter Dakota gets set to kick it off for the Squirrels, kicking from left to right. Seeing back Bowden Allen, and is that Kyle Hafley coming back as a returner now for the Burros? I don't know, Joel, if you can see that number there on that far side, trying to get him to turn towards me. Here is the right-footed kick as it will go back. It will be picked up here at the 4-yard line. Brought up to the right side. It is Hafley as he'll get up to the 15, 16-yard line. That's where Hillsboro-Central Valley comes out for their first offensive drive of the game.
And, you know, the Burros, 6:35 left to go in this first quarter. Obviously, you don't want to be in the position you're in right now, but they're going to take it slow. They're going to take it one play at a time. You got a quarterback here making his varsity debut. You've battled through those injuries, and I think they're going to put themselves, they're going to feel a whole lot better, I should say, once they get that first positive play in.
Here comes the first snap and the first start for junior quarterback Archer Kritzberger. He'll await, take it back from Richter, hand off the shotgun set, trying to get it to Landon Olson. He'll pick up 3 yards on the first carry of the game as Landon Olson takes it for that first one. Kritzberger getting the start here tonight. Senior quarterback Dylan Mitzel suffering an injury at practice on Wednesday. A coach tells us it looks like he'll be done for the year with the collarbone injury. Sophomore quarterback Tyson Lushik, who started the year at quarterback with Mitzel injured, he was ill this week, unavailable for today, so Kritzberger gets the start. Told Wyatt Johnson had been a quarterback in last year's, moved to receiver this year. He's the backup here today. Kritzberger's first pass attempt, trying to get a quick screen out to Olson on the left side, ends up incomplete, brings up third down.
And you're looking at a 4-receiver set on offense, similar to what Central Cass has been running, which has been successful on their 2 drives. The difference is the defensive front that the Squirrels are bringing right now. They're very confident in their ability to bring in three down linemen. Sometimes they'll bring in that 4th, but that's a different look when you're under center there on defense, as to there's more players loose on coverage here, and you got to be quicker to your receivers.
We'll get to that 3-3-5 defense in a second as the Burros come out, trips receivers to the left side, one to the right. Running back in the backfield with Kritzberger from the shotgun. Looking, passing here, dumps it off down to Johnson. Crossed at the 22-yard line. He'll cut the distance about in half. Bring up now a 4th and 3. Here, Olson Tinglestead with the stop there. He, along with Marcus Bifford, Isaac Wisniewski, the linebackers. Shea, Evan Wiersma, Brady Plants in the defensive line. Chase Bachmeyer, Grady Link, Jake Thompson, Colton Crochet, Peyton Lamar, the defensive backfield for the Squirrels in that starting defense. James Fortman on to punt for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Here's 2 receivers back at the 50-yard line for the Squirrels. The left-footed kick is a good one. It will go over the head of Thompson, and a big bounce and a big roll. Keep on going right to the 20-yard line. Flipping the field that time. James Fortman with that's a special teams punt right there.
Yeah, that was a great punt. It had great velocity behind it. It just had the right hang time, and then it takes that big burrow roll once you get near the 20-yard line. That's a great special teams play. It is a game where there's 3 phases, and one phase will complement the other, and right now this is going to be a good complement to their defense.
58-yard punt to the other 20. And Squirrel offense will come out now. Borough defense looking to make a stop. We talked about the number of plays that Oaks was able to run against the Burros last week. Right now, similar in this first quarter, is the quick hitter out to the right side, trying to get up to Cole Holzer, and he will make the catch on the receiver's screen. Gain of 4 on the play.
Yeah, and last week for the Burros, time of possession not in your favor, as you mentioned, snaps not in your favor, and Oaks just kind of coming at you 3-4 yards of play, 3-4 yards of play, and that's what we're seeing here right now for Central Cass.
16 plays to 3 plays here in the first 6 minutes and 40 seconds of the game. Here's play number 14. It's going to be a keep for Braden Mitchell on the quarterback, trying to bounce it to the outside. He'll look for the room, but defense doesn't give up too much, and be about a 3rd and 4 after the 3-yard carry.
Yeah, they just jammed up the middle. Braden Mitchell couldn't find the lane he was looking for. He had that arm out. He was testing lane, and finally just ran out of room. And he did get 3 yards on that play, but Nice job by the defense just closing in on that.
Squirrel offense does convert third down at a 45.45% clip. They'll come out here with Bachmeyer, Lamar, and looks like they'll send Thompson in a trip set over to the left side. Lone receiver to the right side. Mitchell in the shotgun set takes the snap, and it's going to be Mitchell keeping himself, busting it up into the second, into the third. Get out of my way! To the 45, to the 50, down to the 48-yard line. Braden Mitchell with a highlight reel run that time.
Yeah, they gave a little bit of a different look on that four receiver set. They were changing personnel, what side of the field they were. That got the defense second guessing. Mitchell had a nice opening from his line, and then that was just pure strength and athleticism on that truck downfield to get that extra push of 4 or 5 yards.
26 yards and a physical punishing run there for Braden Mitchell. He did it on the touchdown run as well too, but able to run through a guy. He'll be in the shotgun set. He'll hand off this time. It's Wisniewski. Wisniewski gets the carry. Here's pushed out around the outside edge and brought down inbounds along the border, and they're going to walk it up, mark it here at the 43-yard line. Gain of 5.
Yeah, all sorts of gaps closed out by Hillsboro-Central Valley, and Wisniewski just looking to turn. You know, you want that north play. You don't want to go east or west, and just went a little too far on the far side of the field and couldn't find the room, but still got some yards in that play.
Look back, last couple of years for the Squirrel offense, a lot of Owen Wiersma. This year, the rushing attack, a little more of a committee approach as the pitch play goes to Lamar on that jet sweep around the left side, gets it up, and we'll have the first down. Lamar with the carry here. First down number 7 in this first quarter for Central Cass.
Yeah, and Wiersma obviously just a fantastic talent, destroyed the record books here at Castleton. But a lot of those guys were in on a lot of plays. They were in there in a lot of this rotation. They were guys that really, as the year progressed, Wiersma kind of had the team on his back for a little bit until guys got settled in, and then it went, as you mentioned, to that committee-style play, and it's carried over to this year with a lot of those guys on offense back.
Trips receivers right, one left. Shotgun set for Mitchell. Active pass, looking left. He's launching left, going down the sideline, looking, and incomplete to 10 for Holzer. Defense that time looked like Mueller step for step with them and unable to haul in the pass.
Yeah, and Holzer, I mean, he has the size. He's a basketball player. He has the size and reach over a player. They wanted that one-on-one. They thought a favorable one-on-one combination, but a nice job staying with them and not regarding the height, just playing the body and able to stop that shot into the end zone.
Sam Zemer will come in as a receiver out left side as Holzer gets a breather. He'll be the inside receiver, part of the 2 left, 2 receivers right. Mitchell takes the snap, hands off. Urbach up the gut, runs into his own man, then defense hits him, bounces him sideline, doesn't bring him down, and he'll have a little scrum there for an extra yard, half yard after contact there, bring up a third down.
Sam Nedvicki with the carry.
Yeah, and that was Sam Nedvicki with the carry. That was his first carry of the game, and we're starting to see, Jake, this rotation for the Squirrels get a little bit deeper and deeper as they feel momentum, as they're getting guys in quickly, and that's what's been the key to success the last few seasons, has been their ability to be confident in guys in these positions.
All right, so Nedvicki gets the carry, his first of the game. Back to pass on third down. Mitchell has time, launching right side, open Lamar, and it's caught for the touchdown! 31-yard touchdown strike. Braden Mitchell, the Peyton Lamar for the Squirrel score.
Yeah, there was just blowing coverage somewhere. Lamar's got speed. He found his way to the end zone, or to the sideline, caught that one, goes into the end zone. And the Squirrels, again, they are a team, when momentum's on their side, they are able to play so well. And obviously when momentum's on your side, you always play well, but they're just always able to build on that. And that's what they're doing here right now with this quick start.
Lamar, 2 catches, 47 yards, touchdown in this first quarter. In the first 9 minutes, 53 seconds, Central Cass here with 3 scores, and now Carter Dakota on, trying to make it a extra point. He's 2 for 2, snap, hold, kick is up and good. 3 for 3. And on your Bank North scoreboard, Central Cass leads over Hillsboro-Central Valley 21-0.
You'll want to check out the year-end discounts on trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. And you might want to think about ordering early for next spring, as well as looking at the new models of gooseneck trailers. Bloomfield Enterprises carries a full line of trailers from Big Tex and Flow. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Central Cass with the score, a 31-yard touchdown strike. Braden Mitchell with his 8th touchdown passing. Peyton Lamar his 3rd touchdown receiving on the year. And Carter Dakota now 12 of 13 on PAT kicks on the season. He's on to kick it off as well. And the right-footed kick, high kick. Halfley will have it bounce at the 20-yard line. Going to have to field it on a hop at the 18, trying to get out to the right side now, find a little room. Nothing there, so he'll make it up to the 20-yard line. That's all, and that's where the Burros will start. So Hillsboro-Central Valley coming out. Their offense, again, junior quarterback Archer Kritzberg with his first career start. Offensive line of Jack Matson, Cooper Broughton, Riley Richter, Eddie Silva, James Fortman. Running backs are Landon Olson, Caden Kazet. Tight end is Bowden Allen. Receivers is Isaac Thompson, Kyle Halfley. As Kritzberger brings them out here for the second drive. Again, their fumble on the kickoff return on their first of the game. Here's a pitch play out to the right side. Landon Olson trying to find some room. He'll sneak his way up across the 22. Falls forward there for a gain of 2.
Yeah, and Olson just kind of running a little bit vertical on that opportunity, trying to find that open space and getting a positive yards. They've in their few plays, the Burros on offense have had some positive yards. And I think the big thing for their confidence right now will be getting a first down here on this possession.
2nd down and 8. Receiver right, receiver left. I formation, tight end on the right side as Kritzberger brings him up. Under center. He'll take the snap from Richter, looks to pitch it right side. They give it the reverse around. Now to Johnson. Johnson cuts inside, makes one man miss, and then look at the backside defense flow. Sticking with it, going across traffic that time, and there's the safety able to get the stop.
Yeah, the Burros just trying to get misdirection in the backfield, trying to get a little bit of maybe some trickery there to try to get those positive yards. They do get some yards and they keep the ball moving, but patience on that defense right now for the Squirrels.
There is some interference on the microphone, Joel, there, so trying to see if that's improving anything as we do a little in-game adjustments there. And players got to do them, announcers got to do them as well. Kritzberger under center, I formation, receivers each way. Play action, looks to his right, throwing now over the middle, and it is broken up. Broken up, and I believe that was Bachmeyer that got the hand on there. There was a few red jerseys in the way, but Bachmeyer, I think, gets the pass breakup.
Pass broken up by number 12, Colton Fouché.
Brings up a 4th down now. Fortman will come out to punt. Last time he booted one real quick. Now we see Thompson backing up. Noah Thokes and Jacob Thompson backing up deep for the Squirrels here at their 35 and 40-yard line. Fortman with the punt. This one again, a nice punt, will be picked up at the 40-yard line by Jake Thompson. Comes out to the right side, cuts it back across to the 50, down to the 45, to the 44 as he's out of bounds in Barrow territory to start the drive. With 7 seconds left in this first quarter.
Yeah, Thompson really sold that play with his body language. Kind of looked like he was ready to just make the catch and run out some time here and get into the second quarter. Kind of closed in on his shoulder, stiffened up a little bit, and that was enough to create some openings for him. And then at that point, he was just scrambling to pick up yards and a good return there for the Squirrels.
Central Cass sends 3 receivers left side. Here, bringing tight end on the right side of the formation. In the shotgun set, Mitchell will take the snap, hand off, looking up the gut, and Drew Urbach will push the pile here as he'll be close to a first down. Give him 10. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter on your Bank North scoreboard. Central Cass leads 21-0. Remember, Bank North, they take community to heart, helping customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. It's values-based banking. Learn more. Visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Squirrels lead the Burros 21-0. You're watching yourliveevent.com.
Hey, look, I found Bigfoot. How tall is he? What? No, not that Bigfoot. The Bigfoot Trail. The Bigfoot Trail? Yeah, it's the Trail County Parks and Walking Challenge. All you have to do is visit at least 10 of 12 parks listed on the clue sheet, answer questions about each park, and return the completed sheet to the Trail District Health Unit by September 30th. Do I get anything if I complete the challenge? Yes, you get a free t-shirt and other participation prizes. Get your sheet on the Trail District Health Unit website and get your feet moving on the Bigfoot Trail.
This is Tim Cadet with Golden Harvest Seed. Now is the time to secure next season's best pricing and availability with great cash discounts and deferred payment options. Before September 29th, you can lock in the best pricing and secure availability of soybean and corn seed that you'll want to plant on your farm next season. Ask me about Golden Advantage or other cash discounts. Call me, Tim Cadet, at Golden Harvest, 701-430-0877. 701-430-0877.
Central Cass leading Hillsboro-Central Valley 21-0. There as we look around the state as well with our other scores. So we try and get to load. Bowman County over Hart River 14-0 in the first quarter. Shiloh Christian leads 7-0 over Dickinson Trinity. End of the first there. Start of the fourth, Velva Garrison Drake Animus leads 50-0. Squirrels offense here. It's going to be keeper for for Mitchell. It's Braden Mitchell. We'll pick up the first down and move the chains up here. We're going to mark it at the 28-yard line.
And Mitchell, obviously the quarterback of this offense, but doing a little bit extra directing there of his line, kind of tapping on the shoulders, giving guys pushes as he's running, telling him where he needs those openings, and it paid off there on that nice run.
Cavalier leads Rugby 20-0. Also Thompson leading Botno 8-0. There the out-of-town scoreboard from Tim Cassette Seed Sales as the Squirrels run right side, keep running. Moving and extra effort, not bringing down Urbach, bringing it down inside the 10. Gain of 20. 36 and a touchdown on 6 carries for Drew Urbach here in this first half. He's up first and goal for Central Cass. Mitchell will bring in the play, send 2 receivers right side. That's going to be Jake Thompson and Cale Pearson. 2 receivers go left as he widens Bachmeyer out a little bit. Lamar, the inside receiver on the left side. Snap comes back, looking left, going left, and incomplete on the slant, trying to get Bachmeyer. Incomplete pass. They're just the 4th incomplete pass thrown by Mitchell in his first 12 attempts.
A nice job by Owens. He was dropping back in the coverage. He had eyes on Mitchell, saw where his eyes were planted, and just got behind the receiver, ran the route, and was able to get there and break up that play.
Right now with Hillsboro-Central Valley defensively trying to get a stop after the Squirrels started this after a good return in Borough territory. And the Mitchell, nice run. Here's a give off to Urbach. He had the 20-yard before this time. He'll only pick up 3 down to the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 5 coming up for Central Cass.
Yeah, that run right there, I think Urbach, all but one of those yards were just a yard after contact. He knew what he was going to have to run into. He kept the legs churning, the line kept pushing him forward, and he was able to squeeze out those couple yards.
10:15 to go in this first half. Central Cass doing some addition here. 6, 13, 14, 15, 16, 28 plays of offense. This will be play number 29 compared to just 6 for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Flip the formation, or at least the running back, Wisniewski, goes to the left side. Mitchell will keep it around the left side himself. He'll spin his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Braden Mitchell.
And that was a read option, a bit of a read option there for Mitchell. He held that one as long as he could, saw the opening he needed, and was able to come into the end zone for his third.
9:48 to go. Yeah, second rushing. He has one passing there, and makes it now a 27-0 score. And Carter Dakota will come on to kick the PAT. So
I do want to compliment before this kick how much better your math skills have gotten this season.
You haven't listened to every game apparently. Yeah, here's a fire play as Dakota. Here, rolling out to his right side. He'll throw towards the end zone, and it's caught! Was he in? He was! Caught on that far sideline for the two-point conversion.
Carter Dakota with a pass.
Trying to figure out who came up with it.
Pass complete to number 23, Trevin Blom.
He was patient on that. He popped up. The receivers were in there, found the end zone. Nice play for the Squirrels.
Trevin Quam, the recipient of the pass, and Central Cass leads 29-0. Your Bank North scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
Touchdown and a two-point conversion pass for Central Cass, leading 29-0. 9:48 to go in this second quarter. So they'll kick now from right to left as we bring it back here. The Central Cass 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, plus 12, 29 plays of offense in the first half so far. Hillsboro-Central Valley has a turnover on a kickoff return. Now another one bobbled as it's loose on the ground, and it's picked up by Central Cass. Picked up by Central Cass at the 21-yard line, and the Squirrel offense will retake the field.
You know, that fumble, you keep that in the back of your mind. And I think that's what happened is you're worried about control and keeping the football in your hand on a punt like that, or excuse me, on a kickoff like that.
Bifford with a recovery.
Marcus Bifford there with the recovery at the 22-yard line, 9:43 to go in this first half. And already the fifth offensive possession. Player down on the field. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back here. Timeouts in this one brought to you by Cass County Mutual Insurance Company and Toop Insurance of Castleton. We're back after this.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
See the all-new Fendt tractor at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. You'll be impressed with this new Fendt tractor. Ask about a demonstration in your field and check out the new trade-ins for tillage equipment. Hey, and just this reminder again, new versatile Delta tracks are arriving. There's 3 spots secured for new versatile Delta track tractors, all going to be at 2023 pricing, saving you thousands of dollars. Talk to Chuck O'Neill at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada.
Kyle Halfley, the Borough player, able to get off the field for his own power, shaking up on the play. Here as the ball goes back to Central Cass, will be on the 21-yard line. Wisniewski in the backfield with Mitchell. 3 receivers left side, 1 to the right. As Mitchell takes the snap, back to pass, looking right, little pump and go down the right sideline, and it is knocked away. Well played defensively. Textbook play that time by the corner.
Mitchell's pass incomplete. Chase Bachmeyer, the intended receiver.
Yeah, Buckles does a nice job just sticking with the play and putting his hands there and just staying on his coverage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 now for Central Cass with Green Plants, Colson Stahl, Braden Klein, Tyler Richer, Aiden Wunderlich on the offensive line, left side to right side. Receivers here, Jake Thompson, Peyton Lamar, Chase Bachmeyer, Anthony Garman in the rotation as well. Ray Mitchell, the quarterback, with Wisniewski, the running back. Next to him, run a receiver screen out to the left side, a little tunnel screen to Lamar as he scampers upfield, then wrapped up around the waist, brought down that time by Landon Olson, but a gain of 9.5, just shy of the first down.
And I think, Lamar and Mitchell maybe didn't time that as cleanly as they would have liked to, but a nice job of Lamar staying on that play, grabbing that football, tucking it in, and just getting as many yards as he could there and putting his team in a great position.
And they do signal first down now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, already the 10th first down of the game for Central Cass. Wisniewski takes it on the give, up the right side, ducking his way in, down to the 5-yard line.
Number 31,
gain of 6, second down for Central Cass. They can get a first down inside the 1-yard line.
So how are you going to keep track of first downs when we're at 10, you've run out of fingers and toes?
I count them again. Yeah. I got Jake over here. We'll use his fingers and toes to count past 10. Yeah, he gives me the thumbs up. He's good with it.
We're a crew. We work together.
That's right. Teamwork makes the dream work. Second down from the 5-yard line. Here's the give. Mitchell hands off to Wiersma into the end zone. Touchdown, Squirrels.
Central Cass.
The
number 31, that's Isaac
fourth different
Wisniewski.
player to score a touchdown now.
Squirrels are in for
Isaac
6.
Wisniewski gets in for the 5-yard score.
You think about how this team had some offensive struggles. They were shut out in week 1. They only scored 7 in their victory against Oaks. Coach Butler had said at that point, he said, we're playing with kind of a hybrid line with some injuries, with some guys trying to get healthy and ready to go. This is the line combination they've been looking for. They're healthy, and it's showing here in the way this offense has picked up the last few games and here tonight against the Burros.
Carter Verkota on the kick. The snap is there. The kick is up. The kick is good. For values-based banking, visit ibanknorth.com. Your Bank North scoreboard. Central Cass leads over Hillsboro-Central Valley 36-0.
As spring arrives, so does allergy season. Stop at Hillsboro Drug for all your allergy medications, along with over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items, and more. Don't forget, you can now text Hillsboro Drug anytime for your prescription refills, 701-636-5231. Remember, Hillsboro Drug also offers mail-out service and free delivery in Hillsboro and Halstead. Be sure to check out the gift section with new spring items, too. Your full-service pharmacy is Hillsboro Drug.
36-0, Central Cass leads Hillsboro-Central Valley as the kickoff here to the Burros, and the kickoff has not been friendly, or the kick return has not been friendly to the Burros. 2 fumbles on kick returns already. Part of the reason their offense has only been on the field for 6 plays compared to 36 for Central Cass. Here comes the squirrel kick for Coda. Teased up, kicks it deep. Oh, we got a stop here as we got a penalty flag. And it's going to say the Squirrels offsides on the kick.
Will be the call on the Squirrels.
So move it back here and have to line it back up and re-kick it again. First penalty of the game.
I think not only does losing those balls on special teams for Hillsboro-Central Valley takes away offensive looks, but it has resulted directly in touchdowns. So you kind of get the double whammy on that. But again, I think the Burros right now, they need to just string together some plays and start building that confidence back up. And a good, decent return here would go a long way for them right now.
And I'll add to that, you got a new quarterback too, making first start, coming in and trying to get in a rhythm and taking those drives away, not allowing him to get in that rhythm. Here's a deep kick now, picked up at the 12-yard line, backpedaling. The Burros will bring it up the right sideline, trying to make one guy miss, cutting back out to the left side. There is Cade Mueller trying to find his way, trying to find his room, and not a lot there, but does make it up to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I think everyone in this building knew, or in this stadium knew, that first play from the line of scrimmage for the Burros was going to be a run play, because you want your quarterback comfortable, you want him ready to go, and he has not been able to get that rhythm, to get those looks, to get things on offense that you need to get going here. But again, I said it on their last possession, I'll say it again here, is a first down will go a very, very long way for the Burros right now.
Wyatt Johnson and Isaac Thompson go wide right, I formation. Under center is Kritzberger, turns handoff, Landon Olsen, no room there, trying to bounce it out to the right side, cuts back here, down to the 35, nearly broke it, but a Cade Olsen Tinglestead tackle around the ankles, brings him down there, and Landon Olsen, trying to make things happen there, a little dancing there in the backfield.
Yeah, he just kept the hips moving side to side. The defense couldn't get a good read on exactly where he was trying to go. He took every little opening they got, and that was a good 9-yard run. That's going to go, is going to be big there for building some confidence on offense right now.
Receivers each direction, split backs behind the quarterback, Kritzberger, under center. Tight end here, Allen on the right side. They fake the left, give it right side here to Landon Olsen, and he'll get up to the 35, gain of 3 in the first down of the game for Hillsboro-Central Valley.
And there you go. You're feeling you feel a lot better. You kind of that weight's been lifted off your shoulder if you're the Burros. You're down 36-0. You haven't had a lot of looks on offense. Now you get that first down, and now you can start getting some rhythm on offense.
Olsen, the workhorse here, 76 carries, 378 on the ground coming into the game, about 5 yards a carry. 9 touchdowns on the ground for him as well. He's been the offensive one that looks like they're going to maybe try and lean on here as they give him the football again, this time off the right side. Getting in that time, though, was Chase Bachmeyer coming up for the Squirrels, able to plug that hole, and just 3 yards there as Olsen does make his way falling forward.
Yeah, you saw the linebacker Marcus Biffert was down on the line, kind of dropped back in coverage. You saw a little bit of shifting on the defense. The Squirrels saw something there in the way they lined up, and their defense was able to adapt quickly and limit the yardage on that run for the Burros.
2nd down and 7 for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Here in the huddle as the play clock comes down to 12 as they break the huddle. Get up to the line of scrimmage, 2 receivers right, tight end left side of the formation, I formation, 4 seconds left. Got to hurry to get the snap off, and flags come in. Looks like we got early movement there on the Burros side.
And then this is where that pride they talked about before the game comes in, is how much you're going to keep focused and keep going and be prideful of what your offense is doing here to overcome this penalty, because now that you're starting to find momentum, that's the last thing you need right now if you're the Burros.
That's something that bugged them late in the loss to Oaks last week. Had some plays there for some momentum wiped off because of a holding penalty or something that took away some positive momentum. And now they'll have to regain that here on 2nd and 12. Trips receivers to the right side. Kritzberger turns, hands off. Caden Kazette, the fullback in the backfield, gets the carry. Back up to the 35-yard line, original line of scrimmage, picks up 2. Therefore, Caden Kazette, his first carry of the game.
Marcus Pippert.
They give him, right up to the 35-yard line. Here, so 3rd and long, in for Central Cassie. Grady Link come in that defensive backfield again. Coming off, it's like Nick Dutt, a little bit of limp there as he comes off, a little hobble. Keep an eye on that. From the left hash mark on 3rd and 10, Kritzberger will pitch it out. Now they'll run a reverse. Johnson going to pass it. He's got wide open down the field, and it is caught down to the 30, to the 20, to the 15. Brought down at the 12-yard line, and the reverse pass, a big play for Hillsboro-Central Valley.
Yeah, it wasn't working what the Burros wanted to do. They knew that they were getting confident on offense, and a nice job with that play and picking up big yards, and not just plus territory. Now you find yourself deep inside the red zone.
60 yards on that play, and Isaac Thompson, able to catch it for the big gain, the first down, and this Burros into the red zone. Little spark there. We'll see if that ignites something. Blitz shown by the Squirrels coming up, and we're going to have a flag coming in. And they're going to call full start on Hillsboro-Central Valley. Full start on the Burros will mark them back 5 yards. Here with the blitz coming, got a little jumpy, but football move. They didn't cross the zone, so you can't move on the offense.
Yeah, the Burros right now, it's that kind of maybe careful confidence right now in your offense is that this is the best drive you've had all game. This is the best look you've had to get on the scoreboard here in the first half. And you're wound so tight, and you see that movement like you talked about on the defensive side of the football, and you're just ready to go because the adrenaline's rushing right now. You want those 6 points.
Kritzberger gets him up to the line of scrimmage with 5. Little point back, the run back saying, here, do this. Now run the pitch play out to the right side. Landon Olson is wrapped up in the wall of red that time. Spun back to the 25, but forward momentum will have him back here at the 16-yard line. No, they're going to mark him back here to the 21, so loss of 5.
Yeah, they came out confident on this earlier in this drive on that first penalty. This one, I think maybe in their heads a little bit as to what they were trying to do here and thinking that they needed to make up all those yards on this play, and I think that's what got them there.
Receiver left, receiver right. Here as the split backs behind Kritzberger, tight end right side. Play action rolling out, pressure from the backside coming. Kritzberger trying to dance away. He'll throw it, and it is incomplete. They're trying to get rid of it there. It's coming in from the backside, almost untouched. Graber putting on the pressure.
Yeah, Graber got past the line, was in pursuit, and just stuck with it. Good job by the Burros here to not lose the football on that play and lose some more big yardage.
But the penalty and the loss of yards on the run makes it 3rd and 20. Ball on the 21-yard line. Basically you got to get down to the end zone. Split backs, Kritzberger, play action, rolls out right, looking back left, a little throwback trying to get to Cassette. Had to throw it up high, loft it. Cassette had to do a little jump to get it, and even if it was, didn't have to jump, I believe Olsen Tingelstead coming, or Biffert, or not Biffert, Bachmeyer there, coming over would have dislodged that incomplete pass. There's the 4th down for Hillsboro-Central Valley on the year. 5 of 11 on 4th down. Trips receivers right, 1 left. Shotgun set with the running back. Actually, the pistol set here for Kritzberger. Sends Landon Olson in motion right to left. Back to pass, looking, throws it right towards the end zone, and it is bobbled and incomplete. In and out of the hands. Incomplete pass and a turnover on downs.
Yeah, Grady Link, he put some hands on that football, tried to come down with it, and I don't know if he just couldn't come down with it or if he realized that the field position of knocking that ball away was better than catching it on the 1-yard line.
So the turnover on downs will give it to Central Cass at the 21-yard line. 2:18 to go in this second quarter. They're in a good drive there for the Burros. Of course, the big 60-yard pass play, but able to get some positive momentum on that one. Just couldn't get it into the end zone. Trips receivers left side for Central Cass. The offense takes a snap, back to pass, looking down on a wheel route, out here to Thompson, caught by Jake Thompson at the 45-yard line as he's brought out of bounds, gain of 24. So Thompson, his first catch on the evening. First down for the Squirrels. We'll have it on the left hash mark when the chains reset. Everyone's looking at that wrist guard with the play call sheet. Kind of milling around, not a true huddle. Now they're up to the line of scrimmage. Trips receivers left side, near side of the formation on that short field from the left hash mark. Mitchell looking to pass. He's going to go right side. Looking for the big body down the way, looking for Holzer, and it's incomplete. Overthrows that time. It's up 2nd and 10.
I know there wasn't a completion there on that play, but the opportunity for Mitchell to get that throw off really came on the play of Brady Plants there. He was able to seal off that corner. Mitchell was able to get that extra time and wing that one downfield. They just couldn't connect for that touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 10. Holzer coming out. No, he'll just be on the left side of the formation as he's walking towards that sideline. He'll line up on the left side. Wide side of the field, they send 3 receivers out to the right side. Mitchell awaits the snap, calls for it, gives it, play action, dumps it out to the right side, and it is going to be incomplete pass. They say it was a forward pass, incomplete. Otherwise, Landon Olson was ready to take that to the house.
Yeah, they knew exactly what they wanted to do on that play. They knew that Lamar was in the slot. That's what they wanted to go to. He was left open. I think their eyes just kind of got wide when they realized how big of a play that could have been on that connection and maybe rushed it just a little bit too much on the end by Mitchell.
So 3rd and 10, Borough defense trying to make a stop. Squirrels trying to pick up a big 3rd down conversion like they did early on that first drive when Lamar got the big 16-yard catch. Now here Mitchell, time, stepping up in the pocket, finds Lamar, catches it for the first down and more, up to the 36-yard line as they cross midfield and pick up that first down.
Lamar is one of those players on the field. You got to know where he is at all time. Mitchell reared back, looked downfield. You were thinking that he was looking for a big play. He was looking for a shot at the end zone. Lo and behold, Lamar comes across the middle, is open, and picks up some big yardage.
Under 60 seconds to go in the first half. Reminder, we'll have your halftime report coming up as well. But right now, Squirrels trying to do some damage before that halftime horn. Scrambling wide open in the middle of the field. Caught. That time Pearson breaking it out to the right side. At the 10, the 5, and into the touchdown. Touchdown, Cale Pearson, his 4th on the season.
Yeah, Pearson, the big extend, was able to pull in what was maybe a bit of an overthrow, has green grass all around him, and finds the end zone.
36-yard catch and run touchdown. And 3 scores in the first quarter, 3 scores in the second quarter. Central Cass leads Hillsboro-Central Valley 42-0 pending the point after attempt. Mitchell, his 3rd touchdown in the first half. Pearson, 36 yards. Dakota on to kick. Snap, hold, kick. Is good. 43-0. Central Cass leads over Hillsboro-Central Valley. Your Bank North scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9 in Ada, invites you to order your new Chevrolet vehicles. From the Silverado, Trailblazer, and Traverse, Lee Brothers is your authorized Chevrolet dealer, providing sales and service to the area since 1975. For ordering your vehicles, talk with Mitch Smurfer J. Trust the experts who know your vehicles best and take advantage of great Chevy certified service offers today. Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9, Ada. Call 218-784-2000.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
36 yards. Braden Mitchell finds Cale Pearson for his 4th touchdown on the season. Carter Dakota, he's 5 for 5 today on the PAT, plus a 2-point conversion. And Central Cass leads 43-0 as the kickoff is back deep, picked up inside the 5-yard line on the left side. Bring it up on the outside hash, trying to find some room and tripped up across the 20 and down to the 28 where the momentum takes him down and Hillsboro-Central Valley comes up to the line of scrimmage.
Again, if you're the Burros, you're in a different position. You're down 43-0, but that last drive, I know it ended with a play that was knocked down at the 1-yard line, but I think, Jake, you're feeling leaps and bounds better about your offense. You don't want to get too risky because you know you need a big play here in 33 seconds if you want to score, but you want to keep that offense confident.
We'll see what they do as they come out shotgun, 2 backs, 1 each side of the quarterback. Kritzberger sent a man in motion. That's Johnson left to right. Back to pass. Kritzberger looking. Dumps it off. McRitchie on the right side. Caught at the 34-yard line. And clock will stop as the timeout is called. So the timeout's brought to you here by Toop Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan at Toop Insurance in Castleton for a quote or review of your policies. Give Toop Insurance a call, 701-347-4045. Here we're back after this timeout.
Hillsboro Lumber is ready to help with all of your building or remodeling projects. If you're building something new, doing some remodeling, or working on other projects, Hillsboro Lumber has all of the building materials as well as everything else you'll need to complete your projects. Along with the materials, they can give you a free estimate. If you need help planning your project, let the professionals at Hillsboro Lumber assist you. They have the expertise and professional service to help you. For all of your building or remodeling projects, farm, home, or commercial, see Hillsboro Lumber today.
Well, it was a penalty, not a timeout. I saw calling for timeout, did not see the penalty flag. So mark him back there 5 yards, and now the scramble out to the right side. Intended pass goes to Elijah Smallbeck. Incomplete pass, and 12 seconds left here. Brings up third down for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Sorry, second and 15. Second and 15 after that penalty stayed first down. Trips receivers to the right side, one to the left side. Going to reset a little bit there, that middle receiver. Send Landon Olsen in motion. Right side to the left, back to pass. Archer Kritzberger steps up down the right sideline. It is, was it picked off by Lamar?
I don't think he got the feet down.
Picked off by Lamar! The official comes over, says it's a good pick, and Peyton Lamar with the interception.
Yeah, from here, he caught it, the feet came down, couldn't see where he was in relation to the white, but a nice job eyeing that ball, getting hands on it, and then having the wherewithal to be aware of where your feet needed to be to get that ball for your team.
Saw the Squirrels kicking from the 40-yard field goal in pregame. We'll see if they try a quick one, or it looks like they're going to come out in the kneel down. Looks like the Squirrels will kneel down here for the final play of the first half. So we'll go now to your halftime show from Farmers Union Insurance, the Wasleen Kramer Agency, as we'll have our halftime interviews here, as we'll see Joel, if you're there with Coach, if you're able to grab them right away, we'll watch for you. Again, your halftime show from the Wasleen Kramer Agency of Farmers Union Insurance, where Scott and Tyler are your local small-town agents for Castleton and the surrounding communities. Whether it's crop and farm, home and auto, health and life, commercial or recreational insurance, come visit Farmers Union Insurance in Castleton for the great rates and local service you expect. At the half, Central Cass with 43 points, 6 possessions, plus a kneel down for the 7th. They scored on the first 6, and that will bring us into halftime here on yourliveevent.com.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley schools are glad to have students and staff back in the classroom and in activities. If you have questions in regards to the activity schedule for either school, the Burrows want you to visit hillsboroK12.com or centralvalleynd.com and click on the HCV Athletics tab. The schedules and calendars are posted each day too. The school websites in Hillsboro and Central Valley are valuable resources for the community. Visit them often for updated information, daily announcements, contact info. It's all on the school website for the Hillsboro and Central Valley school districts.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halsted, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
You can trust the pros at Hillsboro Body Shop to make your vehicle look as good as new. Cars, pickups, trucks, semis, Ben and Tyrell at Hillsboro Body Shop can do the work. And Hillsboro Body Shop is also the place to repair your windshield. Don't wait to get that pesky chip repaired. Ben and Tyrell can replace that glass the same day. Call Hillsboro Body Shop at 701-636-4981 and put Ben and Tyrell's combined 30-plus years of experience to work on your vehicle. Hillsboro Body Shop, 701-636-4981.
Well, the homecoming court being announced on the field for Central Cass as Grace Fletchock escorted by Tyler Couquet, our first pair being announced, coming out to the field for homecoming 2023 for the Central Cass Squirrels. Oh, Lauren Glennon and Carter Maggio, the next pair coming out. here, part of the homecoming court for the Central Cass Squirrels. At halftime here, your Farmers Union Insurance Wesleyan Kramer Agency halftime report. Central Cass leading 43-0 as they had 7 possessions in the first half. 6 ended with a touchdown. The 7th was just a one-play kneel down in the final seconds of the half after a Lamar interception. Hilly Higness and Cole Holzer, your next duo being announced here for the homecoming court for Central Cass.
Student Council, Prom Committee, National Honor Society. Cole is the son of Nick and Tanya Voss and the late Brian Holzer. Cole has been involved in basketball, baseball, football, and the National Honor Society.
Here for homecoming 2023.
Up next we have
Paige Wixo and Carter Verkota. Making their way onto the field. Next up we'll have our king and queen left there as the homecoming court for 2023 for Central Cass. Here, after the conclusion of the homecoming court, we'll have more of your halftime report, including some first half stats. Here, we'll see if we can grab coaches too for our halftime interviews and more coming up. Now coming out, Elise Wisniewski, Queen Elise Wisniewski, and King Evan Hendrickson. Here coming out for the homecoming royalty. Homecoming 2023 for Central Cass as the court takes the field and get their just recognition here for the homecoming king and queen candidates and king and queen for 2023. There's a round of applause, Laura, a hand there for everyone down there, and we'll talk more about that first half here when we come back. This is your halftime report from Farmers Union Insurance, the Wesleyan Kramer Agency, on yourliveevent.com.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event. For all your fresh floral needs, rely on 3R Floral on Main Street in Hillsboro. If you have an upcoming wedding or a special event, contact 3R Floral to help with your floral needs for the occasion. Call 3R Floral at 701-636-2000. You can also find other gift ideas for all occasions at 3R Floral, including wooden items from Barnwood Designs. Check out the 3R Floral Facebook page to see some of the great gifts available. If you can dream it, we can do it at 3R Floral in Hillsboro.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Halftime report from Farmers Union Insurance. Scott and Tyler, your local small town agents for Castleton and the surrounding communities at the Wesleyan Kramer Agency of Farmers Union Insurance. Here for great rates and local service you expect. At the half, Central Cass leading 43-0. Let's look at our first half stats in this one for the Squirrels. Rushing, it was Braden Mitchell with 7 carries for 66 yards, 2 touchdowns. Drew Urbach had 7 carries, 39 yards and a touchdown. Isaac Wisniewski had 3 carries, 16 yards and a touchdown. Peyton Lamar, 1 carry for 8 yards. And it was Sam Nedvicki with 1 carry for 6 yards, 1 team kneel down for -1 yard in the first half. Total of 20 carries, 134 yards, 4 touchdowns on the ground in the first half. Through the air, Braden Mitchell was 8 of 19. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 12 of 19. Here in the first half, passing. 12 of 19 passing for 164 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air. Completed 5 passes for 25 yards to Chase Bachmeyer, 4 passes for 54 yards and a touchdown to Peyton Lamar. 1 catch, 36 yards for Cale Pearson. 1 catch, 4 yards. Pearson also had a touchdown. 1 catch, 4 yards for Cole Holzer. 1 catch, 24 yards for Jake Thompson. 20 for 134 on the ground, 12 of 19 for 164 through the air, 39 plays for 298 yards of offense in the first half for Central Cass. The Squirrels had 12 first downs in the first half, 1 penalty for 5 yards. They did not turn the ball over. Carter Dakota was 5 for 5 on the point after attempt kicks, also had a 2-point conversion pass there to Trevin Quam. Also, Peyton Lamar with an interception on defense. For the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, rushing the ball, Landon Olson, 6 carries, 14 yards. Wyatt Johnson, 1 carry for 2 yards. Caden Kazette, 1 carry for 2 yards. 8 carries, total of 18 yards for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Through the air, Archer Kritzberger is 1 of 8 for 4 yards and an interception. Wyatt Johnson, 1 for 1 for 60 yards. Isaac Thompson with a 60-yard catch. Wyatt Johnson with a 4-yard catch for the Burro offense. 18 on the ground on 8 rushes, 2 of 9 for 64 yards through the air. 17 plays for 82 yards of offense. 3 turnovers in the first half for Hillsboro-Central Valley. 2 fumbles, 1 interception. They had 2 first downs, 2 penalties, totaling 10 yards. That's our first half stats. Here, part of your Farmers Union Insurance, Wasley & Kramer Agency halftime report. Stick with us. More to come on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Doug Gray. I'm confident during the performance and when it's time for college. I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
You'll want to check out the year-end discounts on trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. And you might want to think about ordering early for next spring, as well as looking at the new models of gooseneck trailers. Bloomfield Enterprises carries a full line of trailers from Big Tex and Flow. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Halftime score, Central Cass leads over Hillsboro-Central Valley 43-0. Let's go down with the head coach of the Squirrels, Tommy Butler.
All right, thanks, Jake. Coach, obviously 43-0 your lead, a lot of things going right. Let's talk about defense. Grady breaks up that pass on the 1-yard line. Peyton gets that interception late. You guys really finding good positions right now.
Yeah, I think we totaled up. I think we played 17 plays on defense. The only big play they've gotten was on the reverse pass. I thought we battled. We talk about that all the time. If you get some adversity, even though I think at the time it was 35-0, we wanted to keep that donut. That's kind of been our goal right now is we want to keep the shutout going. So I thought our guys came back. Nobody panicked. Nobody freaked out. Nobody got, super upset. So to see our guys do that is huge, and then to get the stop, like I said, with Grady knocking that pass down, and then finishing it with Peyton on that last series, getting an interception just to get us off the field is huge.
You talked about the first couple weeks of the season, the line combination. It was kind of a hybrid. Guys were injured, fitting guys in. Where's the line at right now?
Man, they're playing great right now. I think we've got a lot of things cleaned up. Obviously, again, every week is an improvement, or we're trying to improve every week, and I think we're doing that right now. I think we missed a couple of blocks on some plays, but right now, again, I couldn't be more proud of the way these guys are playing. Their effort's crazy right now, and we're just having a blast here in homecoming.
Braden had some big runs. He trucked a guy at about the 1 or 2 yard line. I think he brought him on his back there. He had that run about the 50-yard line. He trucked the safety at the end there. I mean, that guy's just a hard runner. What's it like getting him going in practice like that?
I mean, he's got them greasy hips, so usually, he's got the wiggle out there. But tonight, he's bringing the thunder coming downhill. Again, we're getting him on some huge lanes, and then he's finishing them really well. So again, I think that's just huge for us, just to, add another dynamic, and then again having the three-headed monster in the backfield with Drew Urbach and Isaac and Sam Nowitzki has just been huge for us. So getting those guys going is opens up our pass game. So to watch these guys perform tonight is just it's a blast in front of this homecoming crowd.
Finally, Coach, what are you guys looking to do here in the second half?
Keep our intensity. Again, we want to keep our shutout going. We told our JV guys, we're coming in and we're running our offense. We're not just trying to run out the clock here. We want these guys. That's how we build the program. So we're going to run our offense. We're going to try to get our young guys going, and hopefully we can keep the celebration going right now.
All right, Coach, thanks. We'll talk to you after the game.
Appreciate it. Go Squirrels.
All right, back to you, Jake.
Head coach Tommy Butler for the Central Cass Squirrels. They lead Hillsboro-Central Valley 43-0 at halftime on YourLiveEvent.com.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has been adapting to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. The production of edible beans has helped many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. Along with the increased profitability, these growers are producing a nutritious, high-protein food source that helps feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Hatton, Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, Keesick, Grafton, and Garsky. Learn more online at centralvalleybean.com or call 701-847-2622.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsboro offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
Cutting Edge Ag connects your operation with first-hand expertise and industry-best precision ag technology from Ag Leader. We've simplified precision farming with powerful tools to maximize profit opportunities like never before. No matter the size of your farm or the complexity of your field activities, Cutting Edge Ag is your local partner for a more profitable future. Unlock a new era of farming success with Ag Leader and Cutting Edge Ag.
Second half begins here as they got the last 30 seconds off the clock here. Started early, and it's going to be a Burrow kickoff to start, kick return to start this third quarter and bring the offense out on the field.
Yeah, and there is a flag down here about the 28-yard line. I don't know if that was incidental or not. Oh, now I think it looks like they are going to mark a penalty. Yeah, there was no reaction after that flag came down, so I wasn't sure.
Well, they say it is a hold on the Burrows, so mark them back at 10 yards. We'll see what they officially mark them back to as they walk inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. That's where the Burrow offense comes out. Here we're under center. I formation, two receivers right side. Archer Kritzberger hands off. Landon Olson runs it. Gets it across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 6 yards in that first down tote. here. So the 7th carry for Landon Olson in the game. First half, 17 plays of offense for Hillsboro-Central Valley. With those 3 turnovers, it was 39 plays for Central Cass. So seeing again the play discrepancies, the number of snaps for the offense and defense here, much like last week, showing up in that first quarter here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. As they run right side, tripped up in the backfield. Landon Olson going to fall forward, pick up a 1-yard gain. It's like Trevin Quam there to make the stop for Central Cass. Here's the Squirrel defense facing 3rd down. Here on 3rd and 3. Hillsboro-Central, a long time in the huddle. Oh, they reset the play clock, so they got time. Receiver left, receiver right, I formation. Kritzberger under center. Gets the defense to jump, and the flags come out. So we'll make sure it is on the defense. There, and it will be. So free first down there on the 5-yard penalty for Hillsboro-Central Valley to move the chains.
And those are some things I think you're going to kind of expect a little bit here in the second half on the Squirrel side, just for the fact that they got a lot of players out here seeing the field for the first time tonight, a lot of different combinations. We heard Tommy Butler say it's JV's going to get in there and they're going to run their varsity defense, their varsity offense, and that may cause a few growing pains here to start the second half.
Under center, 1st and 10, give off left side. Landon Olson trying to truck his way up, runs through a tackle across the 35 to the 39-yard line, gain of 8, and that ties the longest rush for him today, a pair of 8-yarders, part of his 9 for 29 that he's had in this game so far on the ground.
Yeah, and he saw the corner Easton Holland closing in on him, and he knew that he was about to be greeted by some pressure from the Squirrels. Dropped the shoulder, kept the legs going, and a nice job picking up some yards for the Burros.
Seeing some of that rotation for the Squirrels as Majo comes out. Brady Peterson comes in the secondary. Here for Central Cass. Burrows, a little cross action. They give it right side to Landon Olson. He'll get the first down. They're up to the 43-yard line. Gain of 3. So second first down on the drive. Substitution for the Squirrels now as Quam checks out. Like on that defensive line linebacker spot, Gaten Graber checks in.
Yeah, there's one number that both teams are concerned with right now, and that's that 0 on the scoreboard. The Squirrels want to preserve that. They take a lot of pride in their defense, and the Burros, they want to break this shutout here right now.
Pitch play to the right side, Landon Olson. Good fill from the defensive secondary. Coming up, making the stop, Grady Link wraps him up, and gain of 2. We talked about that 0 on the scoreboard earlier this year. Central Cass, a string of 3 straight shutouts that they had, with a 7-0 victory over Oaks, a 39-0 victory over Northern Cass, and a 55-0 victory against Lisbon. Hillsboro-Central Valley, they were shut out last week against Oaks, and so both teams trying to see what they can do to either keep that 0 or get rid of that 0, as Olson is stopped in the backfield. And Landon Olson trying to cut back to the right side. Phil Peterson comes up, redirects him, and brings him down for a loss on the play.
Nice job by Colton Veen. Just a sophomore, was able to kind of get through that blocking, was able to readjust himself and square up for a nice tackle there to stop maybe, I would say, another couple yards there for the Burros.
Vane along with Calvin Piper on that defensive line come out now on 3rd and 10 as they rotate in. Seeing Quam back in at a defensive end for the Squirrels. In that 2-point stance, ready to rush on 3rd and long. Snap comes back. It's off the hands of Kritzberger. It's picked up off the bounce. He's rolling out to the left side. Fakes one pass, spins away from another. Then he's caught from behind for the sack. Sack from behind, brought down. First sack of the day for the Squirrel defense.
Yeah, and Majo got the wraparound, was just a little bit high, was enough to slow him up, and then Trevin Quam was able to come in and clean that up and get the tackle.
We'll give them each a half a sack for that as they teamed up to bring him down. That's the 10th sack, I believe, eighth sack defensively by the Squirrels on the team, as will be with those two sharing a sack, would be the 10 players there that have the sacks. Here's a high punt from James Foreman, will be picked up here at the 28, brought up and cleaned up. Is the big hit coming up that time. Bryce Miller, the freshman, down the field, gets the gunner that time against Tholks, and Noah Tholks brings it up to the 30-yard line.
You know, with the score we're sitting at right now, 43-0, Jake, it's two teams trying to get two different results out of this half, and that is for the Burros, again, to feel more confident, especially knowing the injuries they have, the guys who are being moved. For the Squirrels, it's to build their depth to continue on this season, because there's guys here who are getting different looks.
And here's a big run to start it up for one of the guys getting the look. There it goes to Nidvecki. Sam Nidvecki takes it here all the way across midfield down to the 35-yard line.
And we saw him getting some carries in the first half with the full varsity offense out there. You know, if you can get an extra running back out there, that's going to go a long way for this home stretch here of the season.
Well, Joel, if you can here, get some of those names out there, especially on that offensive line. Here, as we'll see Kegley as the quarterback, a little push pass given up this time, run to the right side. That's Gavin Toop, and Toop trying to get around the outside edge, brought down by the defense, though, no room to run off that edge. Buckles comes up to make the stop.
Yeah, and Tope, another underclassman who's kind of been in the mix a little bit with the varsity now in this JV varsity kind of hybrid. Actually, I think they are looking to go full JV here in the second half. But yeah, Gavin Tope has gotten his fair share of varsity carries in these situations this year for the Squirrels.
Here, we got a whistle here before the play. I think we got a player a little banged up on the Burros side. Here's Braden Schnault. He'll come off. It looks like coming in then will be Logan Widman. So I see that right, number 9 there. Here on second and long for the Squirrels. In the shotgun set. Little handoff, running left side, no room to run into the wall of white. There, Matson leading the charge for the Burro defense. Third and 12 here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Or for Central Cass, as the Burro defense gets back-to-back plays for a loss. Now here in the shotgun set, they'll send a man in motion, trying to find someone over the middle. It's tipped up, and it is incomplete. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, that was Grady Link, the intended receiver downfield, and he swatted that one trying to make a play in a little bit of dangerous territory with the hang time it had on there for potential interception. But Grady Link, if you remember back to end the first half, he was the one who knocked away that potential touchdown pass at the 1-yard line.
So for the first time today, we'll have the Squirrel punt team come out. Here's the Burros will be back at their 10-yard line. Squirrels looking to pin them deep here on 4th and 12. There it's Roosh. There's the snap, goes over his head back here. Ball is loose, low on the field, then still loose, picked up. No, is it? Oh, falls on it back here at the 42-yard line. A little stumbling, bumbling, trying to pick it up both sides, and eventually it ends up recovered by Hillsboro-Central Valley at the Squirrel 42.
If you're Riker Brush and that snap goes over your head and you have to turn your back to a rushing group of Burros, that is when your heart rate is just through the roof. And you're thinking ball secured, you're also thinking personal protection there, and you know, he did the best he could in that situation, but I don't know if someone was greasing up that football a little bit, because that went through a couple sets of hands before finally being picked up by the Burros.
2:54 to go in this third quarter. Central Cass leading 43-0 on the Bank North scoreboard. Here's a give to Landon Olson left side, and he'll cross the 40 down to the 38. Gain of 4 on the play, but we got officials Got a penalty flag coming out. See what they're going to mark it as they get together, and it's going to be a chop block called on the Borough offense, so the personal foul penalty marks them back.
Yeah, and not that in the game of football that there is a right time, Jake, to get a penalty, but there's definitely times that feel worse than others, and for the Burros, they get a break on that botched punt attempt, and now they're bumped back quite a few yards, and they find themselves back in their own territory.
Twin receivers to the right side. Shotgun set for Archer Kritzberger. Quick play out here to Wyatt Johnson, right side. Catches at the -41 and brings it back up. Gains a yard up here to the 44.
That's Hunter Rohr who initiated that contact and then was joined by just a whole group of squirrels. Again, another guy coming in here to play some minutes in the second half. He did have a few plays back in the first half, but really we'll start seeing some minutes here over this remaining parts of the third quarter and into the fourth.
Substitutions coming in for the Burros late here to get in the huddle. Some formation switches. They'll come out, receiver right, one to the left. Tight end on the right side in McRitchie. Shotgun snap comes back to Allen, looking to the right side. He'll dump off to Johnson in the flat and caught for a gain of 5, but shy of midfield. Will bring up a 3rd and long. Got to get down to the 32-yard line. They're at the own 48-yard line. Here with minute 15 to go in the third quarter. Burros trying to string together an offensive possession. Last drive got into squirrel territory, but couldn't convert there on the punt. So trying to work their way now. Squirrels showing pressure. Kritzberger rolling out to the left side. As he's backpedaling, he'll just dump it off. And we're going to have a receiver in the area. Officials are looking at each other.
And that was Tope and Quam who came in and just brought that pressure, and the officials are going to discuss. I think, yeah, they're just going to call it an incompletion. I think that's the right call.
So incomplete, 4th down, and we'll see. Looks like Fortman's going to come out again for the punt formation. Back to receive for Central Cass. Noah Thokes along with, let's see, that is, can't see that number there. Here from the right hash mark. Fortman on to punt as the snap comes back. And the left-footed kick is a low liner that will bounce at the 26. Take a roll down. Picked up on the hop at the 15-yard line. And no gain for Oaks to return that one. That will be the end of the third quarter. Central Cass leading Hillsboro-Central Valley on your Bank North scoreboard 43-0.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsboro location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
Fourth quarter, and Central Cass will take the football after the Burrow punt. 43-0. A quick third quarter. Here, 3 total possessions here, and now we start the fourth with 12 minutes to go on homecoming night for Central Cass. Squirrels hoping for a fun dance here after the game tonight. Or maybe tonight, I don't know, is it tomorrow? I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that, to be honest.
We'll get Butler to clarify on that one later.
Here's a give up the middle for the Squirrels. Let's see here with that new in there. It is Ed Vicky with a carry. Game update in this one. Your game break from Lee Elfson at the Furniture Mart. 701-200-8019 for your live event pricing at the Furniture Mart. Here as the game update or game break in this one. Again, the play discrepancy here, nearly 2-1 right now as the pass is knocked down in favor of the Squirrel offense as Kegley's pass incomplete. Here and in that game break from Lee Elfson at the Furniture Mart with the live again pricing. Lee also reminds you that, hey, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, Cat, go. Don't step on Joel's blue suede shoes. Joel dancing down on the sideline. Are you doing some rubber legs out there on the sideline, Joel, right now?
I'm going to get the stanky leg going here pretty soon.
There you go. There you go.
I might do the Charleston. I might bring us generations together.
Whatever you do, don't step on those blue suede shoes. There we go.
That was a fantastic play, by the way, by Bowden Allen to get himself in position on the line, to put the hands up, to block that pass. And it looks like the penalty was on the Squirrels, and they're going to sacrifice the down on that one.
So it brings up now a 3rd down and 8. Kegley in the shotgun set. Passes over into the flat here and caught that far side, near side to you. Tope there, they may be able to make the catch. Tope with the catch, gain of 6, brings up 4th down and short. And looks like the punt team is going to come out again for Central Cass. They just had the punt or the snap go over the punter's head last time. They're going to try and iron it out now for this one. Borough returners back at the 45-yard line.
And I feel the Burrows maybe a little bit more confidence after that snap, after the way they played defense here to hold them deep inside the zone. Then we get another low snap here, and they were close to getting hands on that football on that play.
But what a roll that time as they let it bounce coming up. Didn't want to risk feeling again pop by the defense, so you let it roll, pick up about an extra 18 yards down to the 33-yard line for Hillsboro-Central Valley to take over.
Yeah, that was Mattson. He was maybe fingertips away from knocking that football down and putting the Burrows in some good field position.
So 10:09 to go in the 4th quarter. Central Cass leading 43-0. Your Bank North scoreboard. Here we'll load it up and check. We got timeout called. Timeout called by Hillsboro-Central Valley. Your Cass County Mutual timeout, providing insurance projects to all of southeastern North Dakota. Local company providing local service to all policyholders. Visit CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent nearest you.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at Enbridge.com.
You're out of your timeout. Central Cass leading 43-0. Football marked at the 33-yard line for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Out of town scoreboard, Harvey Wells County defeats Grafton 42-13. Dickinson Trinity leading Shiloh Christian 20-14 in the 3rd. EEK leading Oak Grove 48-8 at the half. Here's we got a Borough rush right side, and it's going to be carried forward. That time, Sawyer Owens getting the carry.
Yeah, and we're going to start seeing the Burrows offense and defense if they get another chance here on defense. They're going to kind of change a little bit of their personnel as well, but the eyes, Jake, still on that 0 right now is they want to break. They don't want to go 2 games without scoring a point. Well, Central Cass wants to start a new shutout streak. And you look at it now, you're trying to go almost five games now with just 6 points if you're Central Cass.
Toss play out to the left side, and Owens is brought down to the backfield. Nice play that time. Holland coming in from the second level, able to make the stop, and Owens brought down for a loss of 1.
You know, you start to see some of these names out on the field right now on both sides of the football, Jake, and a lot of these names you feel like they should be older than freshman, sophomore, junior, just because of the other sports they play for their respective schools. Is they're seeing a lot of varsity actions, and I think that's just a testament to where these schools both are athletically with their programs.
From inside the left hash mark, snap comes back. Kritzberger going to roll the left. He's looking. He's going to dump it off, and it bobbled. Was it held on to? Official comes over and says it is a Smallbeck catch. There's Elijah Smallbeck. Makes the catch up to the 48-yard line. Gain of 11, first down. So Smallbeck, his first catch of the season. Again, looking at our Tim Gazette Seed Sales out-of-town scoreboard. Here's a couple to watch. Kindred leading Oaks 21-0, start of the fourth quarter. Near the end of the third, Thompson leading Botno 14-0. Lisbon leading Carrington 26-20. There in your out-of-town scoreboard there from Tim Gazette Seed Sales, your Golden Harvest dealer. Up to the 46-yard line, gain of 5 on the play.
Quarterback rise right now for the Burros. Obviously, you're running your who would be third in the rotation for your quarterback because of injury and illness. You do have another young quarterback, another young quarterbacks on your team, but you want to get some experience right now out there on the field, and that's you're going to have to keep them out there.
Fake to give right, give it back left side. Ben Thompson runs through the line, and now a stiff arm at the 30-yard line, twists his way, falling with the defense down to the 26-yard line. 21 yards for Ben Thompson on the carry.
Ben Thompson, a nice job reading the openings, finding himself some free space and bringing it, I believe it right on the doorstep of the red zone, but I think we have a flag down.
Flag comes down, and going to be a hold on the Burros, so wipe off the big run. And going to move them back. Here, so it'll be second and I believe 15. See where they mark it.
And that's just those moments of frustration for the Burros right now as they're trying to pick apart as many positives from this game that they've had here. Again, coming in with the injuries that they have, and you get a nice big run, you get a chance to inch closer to the end zone, and then you got a penalty like that mark you back.
Gets set up, 3 receivers to the left side. Pistol set and no movement. There's the snap, goes down. Kritzberger just going to jump on it. Feeling the defense breath behind him. He'll just jump on it to recover the fumble. Be a loss in the play back to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and that is, in that instance, in that scenario, Kritzberger just landing on top of the football. I mean, yeah, that's the best you're going to be able to do there because you try to pick it up. You're going to get that thing moving. We saw that when the snap went over Riker Brush's head for the Squirrels, is just how lively that football can become. Right now you're getting reps, you're getting some varsity experience on a Friday night right now. That's your focus if you're the Burros.
See Jamison Lee's coming in at a tight end. Back to pass. Pressure comes, flings it over to the sideline. Diving attempt, unable to haul it in. Kritzberger flinging it up that time, trying to get it to Chase Halfley. Incomplete pass. Brings up fourth down.
That's a situation where Kritzberger and Halfley were on the same page. They saw the open space. They know that they need yardage. Unfortunately, when you're rushing a play like that, you maybe can't give your receiver those extra couple seconds to try to change his positions and change your position as a thrower, as a quarterback.
Real quick here, after this punt from Foreman, talk about some playoff positioning as well, too, as the snap is bobbled, but the punt is off. Will bounce at the 40 and be picked up. If ball comes loose, couldn't pick it up cleanly. Ball comes loose, goes out of bounds at the 42-yard line. So will be Central Cass holding on to possession.
Yeah, Olsen had it come out of his hands and try to just land on top of it and pull it in on his chest, and it just took that extra bounce. And a fortunate Squirrel bounce is that thing goes out of bounds because there was a couple white jerseys there in position. But yeah, now if you're the Squirrels right now, you're in the driver's seat to lock in that 2 seed come playoffs. The teams behind you, Lisbon Oaks, you own the tiebreaker on. You would have beaten the Burros if you were Central Cass. You beat Mayport, you beat Northern Cass, and a good position for them come playoff time.
Plus, you figure they got that bye week coming up too, so you get a really chance to go in there with some fresher legs too into that postseason as we get a carry up the middle, 5 yards that gain for Nick Vecchi.
Yeah, going into the playoffs last year, Travis Samara had talked to me about, the assistant coach AD here, he had talked to me about how important that week was for them. They opted to have that week last year, so they played a shorter schedule last year, but guys got healthy, and that was the biggest thing for them is you have a bye week the last week of the season, late in the season. Guys know, for the most part, what they need to do. They can study film, they can work on that, some technique, but guys can really take it easy and keep themselves fresh, and I think you're right, that's going to be very big for the Squirrels after this game is done.
Ned Vecchi with another carry, and Sam brings it forward back up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down for Central Cass. 2 receivers left. Tight end comes right side. Wide receiver out to the right side as the lone receiver as well. Shotgun set. Waiting for the snap to come back. Looking right. Little pump here. Now throw, and it is incomplete. Intended receiver that time as trying to get to Kirch Navy, and just incomplete.
Yeah, I think Kirch Navy was maybe thinking a step or two ahead on that throw and was thinking about his next move before securing it. I don't know if he has a varsity catch yet this season, but when you have those moments come up, it's easy to have happen in a Friday night homecoming game like this.
Punt team comes out for Central Cass. Clock continuing to run here with the score margin. Here under 3 minutes to go, and we're going to take a timeout. Timeout called by Central Cass. Look at everything set up, and we'll have it 4th down when we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com. Your Bank North scoreboard. Central Cass leads Hillsboro-Central Valley 43-0.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
Timeouts here tonight. We'll talk to Ryan at Dope Insurance in Castleton for a quarter review of your policies. Give them a call, 701-347-4045. That's 347-4045. Punt formation for Central Cass. Squirrels ready to kick it deep here. As the snap comes back, the kick is off, and a high kick will bounce, and will take a squirrel bounce, then picked up by the Burros, just kind of bounced into the hands there. Look on that far side. And Schmidt's punt there will result in the Burros at their 24-yard line. So to the 24 to go with, or 24-yard line with 2:23 to go here in this 4th quarter.
You know, if you're Hillsboro-Central Valley right now and Coach Johnson, again, you have some positive moments to take away from this game, that drive to end the first half, some of the plays that they had here in the second half, but also having guys stepping in those positions. But you know that time is now winding down on your season. A few more chances to try to put some W's in before the year comes to an end.
It looks like the ball pops out and going to be picked up by Hillsboro-Central Valley. So Burrows will stay on the football. Loss of play on the 3. Here coming up next week, as mentioned, Central Cass will be on the bye before they finish out the season at EEK and versus Harvey Wells County at home to end the regular season. Hillsboro-Central Valley next week, they host EEK and then host Grafton. The following week, that game will be at Central Valley. Here's the give up the middle, busting his way over to the right side to the 35, to the 40-yard line. Dragon defenders with, and there's a big run in the fourth quarter for the Borough offense.
Yeah, Carson Gazette made that tough. You know, he ran tough. Guys were bouncing into him. He was bouncing off of guys. He made that tough to be taken down on that play. A very good run here late in this game.
They're picking up the 21-yard gain. Bringing up a first down. Substitutions in now. Here's the Parisian come in for Central Cass. He's on the bottom of your screen there, bottom of that squirrel logo at that corner position. Here's a pitch play out to the left side. Burrow's trying to find the edge, working the way outside. They're going to come back inside. Owens up to the 50, to the 45, diving forward, down to the 40-yard line. Another first down, picking up 18 yards.
Yeah, and we're going to see some hurried-up offense right now for the Burros. They want to break this shutout. They want to break their shutout, their scoreless streak right now. They want to feel good about ending this game in this final few seconds here, but they got to really hurry up their offense.
Drew Connell goes out. Blake Haynes comes in. Here with 20 seconds, Burrows will hustle up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to send left side to right side in motion. They're going to turn, hand off, running the ball up the left side. Owen's going to be stopped there in his tracks. As get up, wrap him up. Whistles coming here with 2.6 seconds left.
Yeah, and I believe the Burros were able.
They take a timeout.
They were able to get that timeout off in time.
All right, so timeout. We'll be back with the final play. Barring penalty coming up when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to a better banking experience with First State Bank. Locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland. First State Bank is here for you. Locally owned for over 120 years, we know you and the area. Banking for today with savings, checking, and loan services for business, personal, or agriculture. And helping to guide you to tomorrow with wealth management and insurance services. Today, tomorrow, together. First State Bank. Stop into our locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, or visit online firststatebanks.com.
Cass County Mutual Insurance Company helping to provide your timeouts tonight, serving insurance products to all of southeastern North Dakota. Local company providing local service to all policyholders. Visit CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent nearest you. There's the Central Cass Squirrels leading Hillsboro-Central Valley 43-0, 2.6 seconds left. See what the Burros drawing up on this final play, barring penalty, as it will come out. Looks like Austin Cotton there at the quarterback position under center. He will be back to throw, rolling out to his right side. Looking, rolling, throwing in Cotton on the right sideline and down to the 15-yard line. So not the end zone, but the first down, but the final play of the game there as Central Cass wins it on homecoming, 43-0, your final score. Stick with us. Our post-game report comes up from Thomas Express Car Wash when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, Swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neelsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro-Central Valley students. It's the Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Your post-game report from Tommy's Express Car Wash here on YourLiveEvent.com. Love your ride at Tommy's Express Car Wash. Sign up for the Tommy Club through the app today, and new members get their first 30 days free. Tommy's Express Car Wash with 2 locations in Fargo, plus 2 in Moorhead. They have the tools and the expertise to keep your car clean inside and out. As we look at our game summary in this one, first half, Central Cass all about taking advantage of opportunities as they score in their first 6 possessions, including a couple of times after the Borough kickoff return coverage unit fumbled on the kickoff return to give a short field to Central Cass, as they would pile up 298 yards of offense in the first half. Haven't totally added up all the numbers from the second half yet, but that allowed them to jump out to that early lead, 43-0 at half. Through the second half, both teams looking to build some momentum with some second unit, younger underclassmen getting in there, but no one finding the end zone. And Central Cass will rattle off their 5th win in the row, moving to 5-1. Hillsboro-Central Valley falls to 2-4 here on the season. Stick with us. We'll be down in the field shortly here as Joel going to have some post-game reactions, post-game interviews. Join us next when we come back to your Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game report on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Post-game report from Tommy's Express Car Wash. Central Cass with the victory over Hillsboro-Central Valley, 43-0. Let's go down to the field with our post-game interviews from Dakota Heritage Bank.
Thanks. We're talking with Peyton Lamar here from the Victoria Squirrels. First off, how good does this victory feel here at home on homecoming?
Oh, it feels amazing. This is what we hope for. Hope for a shutout on homecoming, high score. It's everything we were hoping for today. It feels great.
Coach Butler said in the pregame is that that donut on the scoreboard has been a focal point for you guys, how well you've been able to shut down teams. JV comes in the second half. They preserve the shutout. How excited were you for your teammates out there?
Really excited. Every time we always preach, keep the pedal on the metal. I mean, don't let up. And those JV guys, they never do. They always keep it on, and they always make sure we can keep the donut up there.
You guys were doing a good job getting hands on footballs. I know Grady had that stop about the 1 yard line late in the second half. You had that interception. What were you guys seeing out there to put yourself in that position?
Kind of just reading the QB. QB was kind of taking us right to where the ball was, and it made our job easy. It made it really well. Grady made a nice play over there down by the 1 yard line to not let him in, and that was great.
You guys have a knack. You run 4 receivers. Guys just are moving. Guys are shifty. They're finding ways to get around. How much do you guys buy into continuing to running your route even if you're not the guy on that play?
We buy. I mean, we talked last week. I mean, someone's going to have a good game regardless of where it is. I mean, it could be Chase. It could be Kale. Like, one guy's going to get covered by 2 people. Someone's going to be open, and like that's how we buy in. We know everyone's going to get the ball, and we know everyone's going to succeed.
You're going to get some time off here after tonight. What is your plan here personally, and how big do you think this is for your team to recover?
I think just go, sit back, relax, maybe watch some football, and I think this is good for us. I think we have some guys who, I mean, I think could use this time to, relax. And they've played, a lot of guys, all of our guys have played really hard, and it'll be nice for everyone to take this time to relax.
All right, well, congratulations here on the win. I'll let you join here with your teammates and classmates.
All right, thank you.
All right, there we go. Peyton Lamar here for the victorious Squirrels, a 43-0 win. We'll get some more players here, and we'll talk to members of the Burros here, Jake, coming up next.
All right, thank you, Joel, as we'll come back with more of your Time is Express Car Wash after this.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley schools are glad to have students and staff back in the classroom and in activities. If you have questions in regards to the activity schedule for either school, the Burros want you to visit hillsboroK12.com or centralvalleynd.com and click on the HCV Athletics tab. The schedules and calendars are posted each day too. The school websites in Hillsboro and Central Valley are valuable resources for the community. Visit them often for updated information, daily announcements, contact info. It's all on the school website for the Hillsboro and Central Valley school districts.
Halstead Living Center Auxiliary invites you to join them for a potato dumpling dinner Wednesday, September 27th. The dinner will be served from 5 to 7 p.m. at the LRC in Halstead. The cost for the meal is $15 for adults, $7 for ages 12 and under. Individual dumplings are available for a cost of $4 each. Takeout dinners will be available. Enjoy a great potato dumpling meal and visit with your neighbors and friends during the Halstead Living Center Potato Dumpling Dinner, Wednesday, September 27th, served from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Halstead LRC.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mother Nature can strike at any time, and Irie Insurance is here to help. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
Home insurance, auto insurance, crop insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote.
Central Cass with the victory over Hillsboro-Central Valley, 43-0. Your post-game report from Tommy's Express Car Wash. As we continue on, let's look at our numbers. Actually, before we get to the numbers, let's talk about our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game here with LiveEvent.com and the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, reminding you that life takes energy. You get the energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities, and bringing the energy in this one. We just talked to him moments ago for Central Cass. So we're going to go with the senior receiver, Peyton Lamar, as he grabs 4 balls for 54 yards, a 31-yard touchdown included that, plus 2 big third down conversions, 1 of 16, 1 of 18. A couple of energy plays, momentum plays for the Squirrels there, as he also had the pick at the end of the first half too. So that will be our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Peyton Lamar, for the Central Cass Squirrels in their victory 43-0 over Hillsboro-Central Valley. Let's go down to the field. The head coach of Hillsboro-Central Valley, Pastor Joe Johnson, down on the field with Joe.
All right, thank you. Obviously not the outcome you guys are looking for in a game like this, but some positives for you guys. The offense really started figuring things out as we were closing out the first half.
Yeah, there's been stretches, and this has been a challenge for us all year. Has been in spurts we look good. For a certain stretch, we'll be able to move the ball, and then we've had some drive killers. Sometimes that's a penalty, or sometimes that's we let the ball hit the ground, and so we'll be moving the ball, get a couple of first downs, and then the drive stalls. You're right. There were some stretches where we played okay football, but in athletics, we're not really into the moral victories either. You gotta play to win, and we're banged up. There's no doubt about that. We came in banged up, like we talked about before the game, and then two other starters that went out with injuries. But that's a part of football, and you still got to find ways to make plays and find ways to be competitive in a game. And unfortunately, we weren't able to do that tonight.
You did get a chance to kind of mix things up in terms of personnel in the second half. I got some younger players out there who didn't see action in this game with your varsity. Then they kind of took over there for a little bit. With the injuries and with this final stretch of the season, how important is to get some looks at those guys in live action?
Yeah, first of all, I appreciate you bringing up the younger guys, and you're right, getting everybody into the game, and pretty exciting for those young guys to get into a varsity game. But we're proud of our seniors, and our focus has been on that all year. They've earned the attention that they get. They've earned the time that they get on the field, and we're proud of those guys. We've also seen in the course of these last few weeks several young guys stepping up and really playing some good football. We see that in that group of juniors that we have that are seeing varsity time for the first time, and Ben McRitchie is one of those guys that's played really well as a junior. Isaac Thompson really well. Our center, Riley Richter, a really good football player. Strong safety and receiver in Wyatt Johnson. Could go on and on. You saw a junior quarterback make his first start tonight and made some plays that were really good plays. And then we've got a really solid sophomore group and a couple of those guys in the starting lineup. And overall, that's a really competitive group. And then those freshmen are growing into football players. And so we're excited about the future. And yet at the same time, we're playing for every week. That's the way high school football works. And our focus all week has been, regrouping through the first value that we have listed is safety. And we got guys that are banged up. So the very first priority is going to be the well-being of our guys. And so we'll care for them and be in communication with parents too about how they're doing and what we need to do for some healing to happen. Then we'll get regrouped, start putting together some of those positions, and we had guys that were on the field tonight. Like I said, we had two starters that got hurt. In that first kick return that we had, Ty Mueller, who started tonight, great football player, took a hard hit and was out for the rest of the game. It's looking good, but then we had guys playing on the field that weren't their normal positions, and that's a tough thing to do. So we'll get some of those positions worked out this week, and obviously we're always in the film room looking at what we can improve on and then getting scout ready for next week.
All right, Coach, thanks for being with us here, and good luck as you prepare for next week.
Thank you.
All right, back to you, Jake.
Head coach Pastor Joe Johnson for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros after the loss to Central Cass on Friday night. Your Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interview, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Visit them online, dhbanknd.com, or visit their locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Let's continue with our post-game awards here. Our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection in this one. Discover local reliability you can trust with Halstead Telephone Company online, halsteadtel.com. And the connection in this one is going to be the touchdown connection from Braden Mitchell to Cale Pearson. That came near the end of the first half, 41 seconds left in the half when they crossed the end zone there. But Mitchell just stepping up in the pocket, finding Pearson, who found a hole in the zone, sat down, showed him the numbers, said, here you go, let's get me the ball. I'm going to run to the end zone. 31 yards later for the score. There they were connected. You can be connected with Halstead Telephone Company online, halsteadtel.com. Back down to the field, Joel Morgan with more of our post-game player interviews.
Thank you. Now we're talking with Tyler Cruchet of the Victoria Squirrels. You're healthy. You're getting healthy. You're ready to play some football. Your line seems to really be gelling. What is working well for you guys?
Recently, it's really just been trusting our blocks. We've kind of had some injuries to where we've kind of had to fit around it. So just trying to get our line to be a set unit has been tough. But I think now that we've all played 3 or 4 games together, it's gone really well. And I'm really happy with our results.
You have an offense where there's a lot of moving pieces. You get a lot of 4 receiver sets, guys moving around, cutting. We saw Peyton cut through the slot earlier in this game and got some wide open field. You got a quarterback that can run at any time. How much communication do you guys need on that line to get this offense moving?
Really, a lot of it has been read and react, because our coaches preach that when we get off the ball, it has to be a sprint, or else this isn't going to work. So that's why we can play with our. Like, we have a 200-pound guard and a 200-pound center. That's why we can play, because we're so quick. We're not very big, we're just quick. So I think that's been key. Just getting around the edge, getting to seal receivers, it's been key, I think.
Braden had 2 big plays today. He scores a touchdown, runs over a guy about the 3-yard line, gets you guys a first down, trucks a corner at the 50-yard line. What was your guys' reaction seeing those plays happen?
Oh, I was so juiced for him. That was awesome. I love it when I see someone get ran over by supposedly what they call the weakest position on the field. It's awesome. I love seeing smash mouth football. It's so fun.
You guys are going to have some time now to recover. What is your plan here moving into this bye week, and what are you going to focus on with your offensive line unit?
I think for us, we missed a few blocks, so I think it's just more gap recognition, because we did miss a few blocks today. It looked pretty good, but we missed a lot of blocks. So film will make adjustments and stuff, and then for our bye week, I'm sure lighter practices Monday, Tuesday, hit it hard Wednesday, Thursday, and then not quite sure for Friday. But I think our coaches have a good plan going forward. I trust them.
And finally, you've had a few homecomings in your career. Where does this one rank?
Oh, this one's been the best. This was awesome. Coming back from my injury, wasn't quite sure I'd be back here, but this is awesome. And then also homecoming court was pretty cool, so it's pretty awesome. I'd say number 1 for sure.
All right, well, congratulations on the win. I'll let you go enjoy your homecoming here.
Perfect, thank you.
All right, that was Tyler Cruchet with us here on the post-game show. Back to you, Jake.
Thanks, Joel. And as we have more players, or if Coach Butler coming over to join us as well too, we'll get it back down to you. Just wave up to Jake, and Jake will tell Jake, and then Jake will say, "Go ahead, Joel." But we're going to talk here with our RDK Enterprises Precision Play in the game. Precision Play here today from, well, as Joel just talked about there, as Tyler said, supposedly the weakest position on the field. No, that's not the case when Brandon Mitchell running over people, plus distributing the football as well, as he found 5 different receivers to go 12 of 19 for 168 yards, 2 touchdowns on the air, plus he had a touchdown on the ground on a total of 7 carries for 66 yards, plus that touchdown, 2 physical bruising runs as well, all part of that, as he was out there playing with some precision, distributing the football, running with the football, and he is your RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the game. RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton, online, planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. Let's go back down to the field. Joel Morgan here was standing by with the head coach, victorious head coach, Tommy Butler, after the Squirrel 43-0 victory over the Burros.
Thanks, Coach. We talked about the second half. The JV guys were going to be out there. They mix it up with varsity, but they kept that donut on the scoreboard. How excited were you guys for that?
We love that, man. I just love the way that these guys all kind of come around each other. Our JV guys freaking played so hard. And then just to see our varsity guys just support them the way they do. I mean, again, this is a true family. I mean, this is why our team is so strong. It's the bond that they have. And to see them keep the shot up, we were hoping to score a little bit there. Just a couple opportunities, but getting a shutout is a big deal for us. I mean, we pride ourselves playing defense here, so keeping that shutout was huge for us.
And we talked to Tyler and we talked to Peyton after the game, and we asked them, what did you see on certain plays? What do you think you did well? And all of them seemed to know where they missed plays, what they need to improve on, where they did well. I mean, do you feel like you have more than just your coaching staff out there on the field?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's the absolute truth. I mean, especially on our defensive side right now. I mean, those guys that you mentioned, Marcus Bifford, Kate Olsen-Tinglestead. I mean, I think Marcus called the blitz that we got a stop on. I constantly am in communication with those guys when we're calling plays. I ask them all the time, what do you guys like? What do you guys want to see? So it feels like, you have, like you said, it feels like there's 11 other coaches out there. And again, I think that's what makes us so good is that we're all, we try to all get on the same page, think with the same brain, basically. And again, I think that's why you're seeing the success that we have.
You guys will now go into a bye week. How important is this week for you guys to finish off the season?
It's huge. Get us healthy, kind of get us refreshed a little bit. We're rolling right now, but we want to stay sharp in that. But we also want to make sure that we take care of our bodies because we're hoping for another month of playing. So we got to make sure that we take care of ourselves. But we're gonna do some self-scouting, make sure that we're on our game as coaches, and then we'll get these kids ready for that playoff push here.
All right, Coach, thanks for being with us, and congratulations.
I appreciate it, Joe. Go Squirrels.
All right, Tommy Butler, head coach of the Squirrels here, talking about his team's win as they get set to head into the bye week. I'll send it back up to you, Jake.
Thanks, Joel, and that's right. Go Squirrels. The Squirrels go to 5-1. Hillsboro-Central Valley falls to 2-4. Here, let's look at our final stats in the game here today. For the Central Cass Squirrels, rushing the ball, Braden Mitchell carried 7 times, 66 yards and a touchdown. Drew Urbach had 7 carries for 39 yards and a touchdown. It was Isaac Wisniewski, 3 carries, 16 yards and a touchdown. Peyton Lamar, 1 carry for 8 yards. It was 1 carry for negative 2 yards for Gavin Tope. Was 6 carries, 46 yards for Sam Nidvicki, and 2 team carries, 1 on a snap over the punter's head, 1 on a kneel down for a total of minus 29 yards. Total of 144 yards on the ground of offense here for the Squirrels. Through the air, it was Brady Mitchell going 12 of 19 for 164 yards, had 2 touchdowns. And then Brody Kegley going 1 for 4 with 6 yards in the game. Total of 13 of 24 for 170 yards here in the game for the Squirrel passing offense. Receptions-wise, it was 5 catches, 25 yards for Jace Bachmeyer. It was 1 catch for 6 yards. Therefore, Gavin Tope was 4 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown for Peyton Lamar. 1 catch, 36 yards, and a touchdown for Caleb Pearson. 1 catch, 4 yards for Cole Holzer. 1 catch, 24 yards for Jake Thompson. 144 on the ground, 170 through the air, 314 yards of total offense in the game for Central Cass. They had 1 turnover in the game, and 13 first downs in the game as well. They improved to 5-1. Next week, they're off. They're on the bye. Before the following week, they travel to EEK to take on the Thunder. Hillsboro-Central Valley, for them, rushing the ball, Landon Olson carried 12 times for 32 yards. It was 1 carry for 21 yards for Carson Cazette. Caden Cazette had 1 carry for 2 yards. Wyatt Johnson, 1 carry for 2 yards. Sawyer Owens, 4 carries for 27 yards. Team rushes on a sack, a fumble, and a bad snap, 3 carries for negative 18 yards in the game. Total of 66 yards on the ground for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Passing-wise, Archer Kritzberger went 4 of 13 passing for 20 yards and an interception. That was coming in Austin Cotton going 1 for 1 for 20 yards, and it was Wyatt Johnson 1 for 1 for 60 yards, passing on a reverse pass for the Borough offense. Receiving, Wyatt Johnson had 3 catches for 9 yards. Evan Chapeski with 1 catch for 20 yards. Isaac Thompson, 1 catch for 60 yards. And Elijah Smallbeck, 1 catch for 11 yards for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Total of 100 yards on 6 of 15 passing for Hillsboro-Central Valley. 100 on the air, 66 on the ground. 166 yards of total offense. 3 turnovers in the game. They had 7 first downs here today. Also defensively and special teams for Central Cass, it was a half sack each for Cutter Majo and Trevon Quam. It was an interception for Peyton Lamar. Special teams wise, it would be 5 for 5 point after attempt kicks for Carter of Dakota. He'd also have a 2-point conversion pass that he completed to Quam there for a 2-point conversion in the scoring as well. That's your final stats in this one. There, so the Burros fall to 2-4. Squirrels improve to 5-1 next week. Hillsboro-Central Valley will be at home as they take on the Thunder of EEK, who defeated Oak Grove here earlier tonight. That will wrap us up here, concluding our post-game report. Here, your Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game report on yourliveevent.com. We want to thank you for joining us here for our broadcast coverage. Thanks to you, the viewer. Thanks as well to all the sponsors that you've seen and heard throughout our broadcast coverage. We ask whenever possible, please patronize those businesses. At the very least, tell them thank you. They're the ones that allow us to be here with our coverage. Thanks to cameraman Jake Watroba, sideline announcer Joel Morgan, myself, Jake Berkmeyer. Thanks again for joining us here tonight to the Central Cass Squirrel 43-0 victory over the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, as you saw on yourliveevent.com.